Greetings and welcome to the 1-6 Scale, man. Proudly presents another episode of You Know What It Is, man. Comic book talk with friends on a Monday. I'm your host, Leo Rockwell, for the 1-6 Scale, man, YouTube channel. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you are always up to date as to what we got going on over here in the channel, man. It's a lot. So got some things to talk about, man. Yeah, I know like a lot of people won't want to hear half the stuff. It's probably been things that have been regurgitated about this particular film over the weekend. And we're going to talk about it. You know, definitely our takes on Supergirl, of course. You know, just to kind of gauge the and see how it is, basically gauge the audience and see what everybody thought. We got some other things that we'll be actually talking about, of course, but I am definitely not here by myself, not alone. I am here with the crew, man. We got your boy Prop in the building. What's going on with you, bro?
What's up, baby? Fix that hat, man. Look like I'm purposely got it too low, right? What's up, baby?
You good?
I'm here now. We can start the show.
We can start the show? All right, good. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for being here. We got Ben Dog in the building, man. What's going on, bro?
Chilling. Long day. Just excited to talk about a lot of things that we got to catch up on. So I'm interested in hearing what everybody else has to say on the topics that we got on the panel tonight as well. So looking forward to getting into it. Good to be here.
Okay. His intro was good. Next week, I'm going to do mine like that.
You gonna do it like that? All right, cool.
Like it.
Cool, man. Because you did come in. You know what I mean?
I tried something different. I don't know who I was copying, but I'm definitely copying him next time.
You're killing it, man. The hat is all the way down this week. Like
I don't know why. I think it's the light, bro. It feels like it's in the same place.
You're back, bro. You're back.
You're overthinking it. You're overthinking it.
Overthinking it, bro.
Yeah, you're overthinking it, man. You got it.
Yeah.
It'll be
You know, man. And Jason in his new crib, you know what I mean? He moved in an old crib. He moved out of the other crib, moved into to his other crib, and then he just moved into this new crib yesterday.
Oh, new house, who this? New house, who this?
Yeah.
This is it. No more.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? He's coming in fooling people. Don't he look like a nice guy, right? You know, like a real nice guy.
Yeah, bro.
I am. Until the buttons are put.
We'll see.
Yeah, bro. Like you did say that. Honestly, you did say that about the last crib, bro. You said the last. You did. I'm just saying, bro. You did say that was the last one. You did. You said I ain't moving no more. I'm good. I'm staying here.
I told y'all I had a problem. I was hooked on Zillow.
Look how he rubbing his arm as he's saying it too.
Right. I'm in remission right now. I have not in about a month.
With the Ray Charles.
I've deleted it from my phone, from my email, so I am Zillow free right now.
Man,
I'm good.
You said right now, so there's hope.
Okay,
stop
forever.
Stop.
I'm done.
Cold turkey.
Cold turkey.
I'm cold turkey. I'm done.
We try to help you out, bro, but you did. I got it recorded. As a matter of fact, on one of the shows, he's like, "Yeah, I'm done. I'm done."
Bro,
it's a forever home video.
They have given me too much power.
17.
Bro. I'm chilling right now. I'm not doing that now.
All right, bro. Man. I'm just saying. I'm good. I'm glad you're good. I'm just hoping. You know what I mean? See how it is, bro.
Shit. That's it for me, man. I'm comfortable now. I'm good.
All right.
You know how I knew he had an addiction? Because he bought the house before he said anything. Like everything was already planned out before he said anything. Yeah. Yo, hey, Wiz, man, yo. I found the house, man.
You open up
close on it next week.
He want nobody talking about it.
That conversation.
But bro, when I called you and Cal, when we looked at that, remember that first time we looked at? That was a month ago.
Yeah.
And I think Cal said, "Listen, if you looking, you about to buy." I said, "No, I'm not. I'm just looking with her." Yeah. You wanted to go out and look.
Yeah.
It wasn't my fault. So I mean, that's it. I'm done.
You know that's bullshit, but you know what
I mean? You talked to Lisa. What, 3 times you talked to her? I told you?
I mean,
I'm not going nowhere,
bro. Yeah.
That's it.
Lisa gonna call me arguing, bro. She's gonna be like, "Yo, I told this nigga that if he looked at Zillow one more time, and now he up there packing his shit up, I'll be like, yeah, I told you. I tried to let you know.
Yeah, it was bad. I'm not doing it no more. Bro. I'm done. Like,
bro, like I got PTSD because every time you call me, you be like, yo, I did a thing. I'm gonna think you moved.
I just did a thing.
Yeah. We just gotta keep an eye. We all gotta keep an eye on them. Yo, you off that packing tape?
Yeah, bro.
Just check on me. Just check on me, y'all. Just I'm on y'all stuff.
Yo, you walk past like a U-Haul spot with Jay. He be looking too long. He be like, yo,
I get nervous.
Come on, bro.
Yep. Every time you get Amazon, when you get on Amazon boxes, you gotta throw the box away.
Yeah. Throw it away.
Yeah.
I'll be looking at dollies.
Hey, Jay, man.
Shit, bro.
I'm here for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for you. I just want to put that out there. I'm your friend.
No more Zilla. I'm rubbing my arms.
Nah, yeah. If you get on stage and start dancing like Jesse Smollett, then our friendship is over. But otherwise, if y'all haven't seen that video, I will send it to you guys.
Yeah, that shit is hilarious.
What video?
I don't hurt no more.
Jesse Smollett. I'm probably saying his name wrong. Jesse Smollett.
Yeah, he said, I don't hurt no more.
Bro, he was dancing. It looked like Bobby Brown. It was. You got to see it. I can't even explain it, bro. He's dancing on stage.
A bad version of My Prerogative. That's what it was.
That's not good.
Old Bobby Brown, not young Bobby Brown.
That's not good. That's not good. Anyway, man, let's see what we got in here, man, with us, man. Thank you guys for being here. We got my man Ben, Uncle Ben in the building. What up, all from Fraggle Rock? What's going on with you, brother?
Fraggle Rock is the joint, baby.
We got my man Crispy Craig in the building. What's going on with you, brother? The building. We got my man Collector's Rain. Peace, shalom. People, what's going on with you, man? Wa alaikum shalom. Definitely, man. Thank you for being here, brother. As always. Let's see who else we got in here. We got X. He said, nerds. What's going on with you, bro? Appreciate you, bro.
You're a nerd.
Hey, and we got Amber. Cookie Queen is in the building, man. Thank you for being. Hey, I'm gonna need some of them cookies. Housewarming.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Housewarming.
Get it, bro. I need some cookies. You can give me a Tupperware. Inside the Tupperware, it's got to be some cookies, though, for real. I'm gonna need that. Strike a phone, having to go here to listen to Prop Wiz open. People can realize this is James Gunn's universe, and his universe DC is music all day. We started.
You already know, son.
Already, dog.
Yo,
we didn't even promote for this match. Like you should have.
I need a drink.
Yo, all right, before we get into today's festivities, gotta say what's up to the places, of course, man. When we get a lot of these collectibles, these pieces from, man, starting, you already know what it is, Vincent Dunn Art. Over there on his page, man. If you don't already know, go to the link on his Instagram page. It'll take you straight to his store. Vinny, what you got going on, man? Because we see some pieces up here. Of course, you already know shop all original art, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, anime, canvas, prints, vinyl art, reverse glass painting, sketch, over variant stickers, horror, book page art, Dune, Game of Thrones, bargain bins, mirror art, original art on mirror, sketch card, original art. And you should put right under sketch card, original art. I'm flipping tables if you got that, if you got AI or any type of digital art. So definitely. What's going on, bro? What you got going on?
That goes without saying. All that plus sticker and 11x14 printer, buy two get one free. So feel free to peruse the site, get some stuff for your walls or wherever the hell you'd like to put stickers at. And if you want something that you don't see on the site, feel free to hit me up and I could hook you up with a commission. But yeah, take a look. Bunch of stuff on there, always updating. Lots of updates recently, and I'll be updating the store with original art, chipping away at that, getting up to speed. So appreciate the shout out. Take a look at the site. Link to the store is on my Instagram at VincentDunnArt, and that'll link you right on over to the VincentDunnArt.storeenvy.com site. Appreciate it.
Definitely, bro. As always, remember, link to his store is on his Instagram page. Say head over there, and you'll get. He also updates to where he's going to be. If he's going to be another con, he'll definitely let you know. So and on top of that, he's going to be putting together his own con at Harrisburg, a fan of your work con. So definitely make sure you look out for tickets when it happens.
Myself.
Hey y'all, listen. Prop, JC.
I'm here.
Listen, we went to go see Supergirl last Thursday, bro.
Oh, y'all was together?
Listen. Yeah, we went to go see it.
I didn't post anything about it.
Bro, we went to go see it last Thursday. We sat outside and we talked. We didn't really talk too much about the movie. Nigga, I have never laughed like I can't tell you the premise of the conversation, but bro, this dude, bro, Vinny is gone, bro. Like,
oh yeah.
Bro,
dude, he's a damn national treasure, bro.
Bro,
I agree with
shit. It was comedy, bro, at its finest. Bro, I got my cardio, everything in that night, bro. It was so fucking funny. The video game shit, it broke me, bro.
Bro, I rewatched the episode of our show, which is crazy. I don't do often, man. And it was like, yo, he be throwing in jokes and nobody even notices, yo.
Bro, nobody. It'd be like that, and you gotta listen.
Yeah.
You gotta
straight face.
They do this shit all the fucking time, bro. Anyway,
yeah, we had a prior guest on the show that had to stop coming on because this man was throwing jabs and he could not block the jabs at all.
Man, bro. I heard people didn't come back, son.
Yo, the man asked.
I've heard that.
Behind the scenes, please ask the man to lay off and apologize, please.
Oh,
man, throw jabs, bro. If you can't block him, you get hit. It's hilarious.
If you can't take the joke, I mean,
you're
in the right place. Anyway, gotta give a shout out to my man.
That shit was fun.
Right over here. Knowing our shipping and handling is reasonable. Sign up for that newsletter so you're always up to date. So when your figure's going to arrive or new figures being revealed, create yourself an account because you never know when it might be free shipping or a discount code on the figure of choice. On top of that, he is now an in-art distributor, so you want to hit him up, and he'll definitely take care of you as always. Got to give a shout out to my man Ray over there at Hawk Wars Toys. It's Hawk Wars Ray coming through, proud sponsor of everything that we got going on over there at the Figureplex Friday Facebook group, as well as your one-stop shop for in-art collectibles. Nice little care package, comic book stickers, figures of work. Hit him up. He'll definitely take care of you as he always does. Got to give a shout out to my man Brian Wong over there at Mind Your Case, Mind Your Space. If you're looking for an incredible display option, hit him up. And he'll definitely take care of you. Got the mono, but you get display option of your choice. He got your back as always. And last but not least, got to give a shout out to my sister, El Deluvio, Tina Cruz, man. Look, bro, look at that, man.
That's your Supergirl?
That's my Supergirl. Yeah, that's my Supergirl. That's the one that she did, bro.
She made her like a different person, bro.
Yeah.
Like that she killed her.
Yeah, bro. Man. She did a phenomenal job. Definitely, if you were looking for incredible work, hit her up and she'll definitely take care of you because I guarantee you, like I said.
She did the John Wick too?
Bro, she does everything, bro. When I tell you she does everything, I'm telling you she does everything.
What's the price? Prices is fair? We talking like
fair,
a whole nother action figure price?
Fair? Like, no, hell no. Fair, bro. And her work is definitely.
Oh, she did Qui-Gon?
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Look at that, bro. Yeah, she did Qui-Gon. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I might have to share her mine, bro. Because I'm not buying a new one. I got everything with mine already. So.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's dope.
She did the Qui-Gon.
That's dope.
She did a phenomenal
job. Got the hair tied up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She does everything, bro. What?
I can't think of your name. Yeah, you go right back. Go right back.
Bo-Katan?
Oh, Bo-Katan looks real.
Yeah, bro. She did every Bo-Katan that I actually have, she's done. Every one that I have, she's done. She does, bro. She's bro, look at that. Look at that.
That's fire.
Yeah, bro. She's the truth. She is the truth. She's one of the reasons why Hot Toys didn't release or actually release the rooted version that they had, bro.
Wow.
Everything. Bro.
You got them to start doing it. Wow, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. bro. She does. Look at all the
Yeah,
work.
look at that Qui-Gon, bro, with the mic, bro, with the walkie-talkie.
Yeah, yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
Damn.
She does a good job, bro. I'm telling you. I've been trying to tell people, hit her up, and she'll definitely take care of you, bro. With the goodness, bro. She does such a good job. So hit her up, and she got you
Yeah,
back.
good.
Yeah, bro. Definitely worth it, man. Definitely worth it. So, bro, like, I mean, I ain't gonna waste. We can't. I don't want to waste time because I know time is money.
We know what the people are here for.
We know what the people are here for, bro. So we definitely got to have a conversation. We got to talk about this because, you know, I want to kind of fill the room, man. We, you know, of course, Supergirl, the movie was released last week. We went to see it, and I just want to give before I let these gentlemen kind of dive in on it and you know give their 2 cents on it. I kind of just want to kind of dive in and just talk about it myself. You know, just to kind of you know gauge. For me, we went and saw it, of course. I mean, pretty much anybody who hasn't seen it by now. This will be somewhat of a spoiler review, but we're not going to get into the spoiler talk yet. I just want to give my overall thoughts about it. Yes, Millie Alcock as Supergirl, I think she's done an amazing job. She done an incredible job. I love her take on Supergirl. I love the simple fact that she gave it that edge. Again, she's demonstrated that she's a very versatile actress. You know, getting her from this as opposed to what we've actually seen from her in House of the Dragons and a lot of other things that she's done. I think she's an incredible actress. You know what I mean? She gave it range. She shows her range. I think she even looked the part, to be quite honest, in my opinion. I can't speak for everybody else, but I think she looked the part. I knew what she was definitely going for. She took the material, what she got from it, and I think she did a good job. Jason Momoa, like I said before, this was a role that he was meant to play. He was meant to basically be Lobo. I mean, we already heard the stories when he originally approached, you know, when James Gunn approached him about, joining DCU at that particular point, or not James Gunn, Zack Snyder approached him. He was under the impression that he would actually play Lobo until he told him, like, no, you're gonna be playing, Aquaman. So we know that story already, you know, and how that actually transpired. From there, moving into the James Gunn's DC universe, he actually approached him about Lobo. James Gunn was like, you know what it is, we already got that. And again, great performance, but it was Jason Momoa. That's what we were looking at, and that's who you knew you were going to get with Lobo. But even with that basically being said, he did bring a difference between. There was a difference between him as Aquaman and him as Lobo. So I did see the subtle differences in the mannerisms there. So I love that.
Hey, my wife said there was no difference between Jason Momoa and Lobo, though.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And the same dude.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing, though. Not a bad thing.
Not a bad.
Not a bad thing at all. So put it this way, and that's the good. Like that's the good. Certain things, certain tones, action scenes were phenomenal. I love that. You know what I mean? Honestly, I love how cute they made Crypto look. Like, but I have a problem with that. We're going to get there just in a minute. With that basically being said, though, I'm going to get into the bag a little bit. I think that the writing of the movie didn't do both Millie and Jason's service.
Mm-mm.
Also, I think even though, like I said, people were hyped to see Lobo, this is me personally, I don't think he should have been in this movie.
Mm-mm.
I really don't, because just comes in and then, one scene, he comes in and, of course, the whole jail scene and him getting locked up because he wanted to be there. that aspect of it. Okay, but then vanishes, and then that's it. You know, I mean, he got this, the bounty, and then he was gone.
Oh yeah.
You know, there was a lot left to be desired in that particular space, and I'm like, well, it is what it is. The writing didn't do services, but then also I had a major problem with the editing. My problem was the scenes that they basically showed with her, with Kara on Krypton, and when it basically got separated, how she met Crypto, landing on Earth. Honestly, I felt as though that should have been the beginning of the film.
Yes.
That to me, I felt as though it should have been in the very beginning. Because if you pieced all of that together, it wasn't like they were doing like major flashbacks, or it would have took too much. I just basically think that if they would have did that in the very beginning, and then we get into the scene of her and Crypto, and the relationship between her and Crypto and the stakes, it would have been more believable at that particular point. It would have showed that connection and why that connection was real between them. I didn't like that, bro. I'm gonna just say this right off the back, and you can agree with me or disagree with me, and that's fine. I did not absolutely, even though I know that it was important to the story, I think the choice and the idea and the changes around the villain sucked.
Yes.
That villain did no justice to anything at all. The girl playing the role that she did, which is completely understandable, because even in the books, Vinny, when we read the books, she was annoying as shit. Even in the books, she was headstrong, and she played the role exactly the way she was, the way she was supposed to. Yeah. And I get that, but the villain absolutely sucked. There wasn't really a lot of motivation at all. And here's the thing: current state of the world, we know. But bro, taking the film, flipping it, it was like we were watching a space version of the Epstein Files, bro.
Damn,
honestly,
that's real.
I'm being 100% real, bro, because that's where they were taking this. Like they were taking this in an interdimensional type of situation, bro, and that wasn't part of the story. In the books. No. It was something completely different, bro. And doing that, I guess, I mean, I don't know, bro. I guess that's where they wanted to basically take it, and that's fine. But that was even cringe to me. You know what I mean? Like, it was just whatever. But I know that they did it. And here's the thing, bro. And I say this constantly. For films like this, sometimes you got to, not even sometimes. I want films to start doing this, because when you do it honestly, bro, there's one thing to have a message. But when you're basically doing it and you're hell bent on taking a film that is meant to be, fantasy, action, adventure, comic book related, but you want to slide these little messages in there, you're doing a disservice of the film. And sometimes if it's not done correctly, you can set the fucking film up for failure, bro. And I don't think that this should have been that type of film for her. You know what I mean? It shouldn't have been that, because I think the comic book did a very good job by creating it. And Vinny, you said it. The visuals in the comics were meant, and they were placed for a reason. Why those visuals? Because here's again, the visuals were beautiful, but what we were basically seeing on camera, it was like, yo, everything was shot on one damn planet. That's what it felt like to me. It didn't feel like there was an actual difference. It just looked like maybe there was sunrise, sunset, and then night. That's how I basically felt on every planet. Nothing to me felt like it was different, or they had really gone anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the way it felt. So I'm not going to say that the film was completely abysmal and it was terrible, because I enjoy certain aspects of it. But I'm going to say it was I enjoyed. I mean, it was enjoyable from a certain aspect, but I can't say that it was actually good, bro. I can't. I would be wrong, and I don't want to lie and say that it was. I even seen some people say, "Well, I enjoyed this a lot more than I did Superman." I'm how, and I say that for a reason because at least with Superman, we had a motivation. There was a motivation there. I knew what the motivation was. In this, it certain things didn't add up at all. So that's just my take on it. Prop, you already know that we got Vinny. We're gonna leave Jason for last because you already know Jason is the. We're gonna leave him for last because he surprised the fuck out of me. He didn't say shit the whole week nor the weekend and saved everything for today. So
I didn't want to buy it, so I just
Yeah.
Prop, I want your thoughts on this, and then we'll move to Vinny.
Yeah.
Bro.
Dude, I loved it, man. Because Ghetto Yoda told me to say it. Ghetto Yoda, that's what you wanted me to say, baby. You know what?
That shit.
I can go there. Bro, you know what? But I'm gonna be honest with you. The movie was entertaining. I read I told y'all a couple of weeks ago my son bought me the comic.
Yeah.
Great book. Great book.
I had kind of read it when I was at a tournament, man, a couple of weeks ago. So I was like, let me sit down and read. I didn't absorb it. So I sat down and read it the morning of watching the movie. You know what I'm saying? Bro, again, echoing Vinny, and I know that's unfair because I read Vinny's review on Facebook. And the visuals, the comic book, I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't extremely impressed with the comic as much. Like, I've been hearing so much about it. So maybe it was hyped up. But, dude, Dark Knight, Watchmen, and these are almost borderline commercial comics now at this point. 300, you know what I'm saying? Which is 300 was simple, but you know what? I would compare it to 300 though. I would actually compare it. If same kind of dialogue, same kind of simplicity to it. Yeah, the artwork, phenomenal. Like even it's sitting here, the artwork is what made it masterpiece. It didn't even look like. It didn't even look like an American comic book, to be honest with you. And I can't explain it no other way. It like reminded me of something else. You know what I'm saying? So
anime type.
Right. So going into the movie, I think I was able to judge the movie. And I'll tell you what my primary thing when I'm going to movies now, because things have been so divisive. It's been so weird. It's just a weird time for movies right now. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to be entertaining, you know, and being on a show like this kind of makes you have to break it down further. But number one was checked off, dude. The movie was entertaining to me. Like Superman or other movies we've talked about, who I'm with affects me. You know what I'm saying? So I was with my family, my wife, my daughter, my son. My wife and daughter loved it. My son hesitated because he felt like Supergirl wasn't powerful enough. And I disagreed with him with that. You know what I'm saying? So there was a little bit of hesitation, but he liked the movie. You know what I'm saying? And so I was probably out of the four of us liked it the least, but I thought it was entertaining. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it. What sucks is coming out of the movie theater, hearing the negativity makes me look at the movie even more different. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm looking at it like, damn, dude, like people are saying this thing is bad. It was written bad. And there was definitely some, oh my Lord. There was some BS written stuff. You know what I mean? Like they showed Krim catch a tank, I guess to show how powerful he was, but it wasn't utilized in any kind of way except to show, I believe, when he gets thrown around by Supergirl and don't die, that they had to show how strong he was. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was a line in there that's bad writing. So there was not the greatest writing. I don't want to say bad writing because I'm thinking about movies like Mortal Kombat 2. I'm thinking about Morbius. You know what I mean? Like my definition of a bad movie, maybe it's just changed. Again, it was entertaining. There's movies that I've had to walk out of, son. You know what I'm saying? Dude, Tony Baker just posted some joint about the Fast and the Furious when Dom jumped, the car ran into the thing and jumped across and caught the girl. Bro,
yeah.
I walked out of the movie theater when that happened. I got up out of my seat
what happened,
and I decided that when Dom
in Fast and Furious, bro,
there's a scene there on a highway or something, and the girl is like,
in part
six. He jumps like superhero, like jumps, catches the girl
and grabs her, and they land on the car.
Bro, I got out of my seat from a ticket that I paid for. I got out of my seat and I left. I wasn't mad. I wasn't hating. I was like, yo, F this. I was just like, yo, we done reached the level. This ain't for me.
But listen, that's when you knew. But that's when you knew that Fast and Furious producers said, you know what? We don't give a fuck about it.
Y'all don't either.
They're gonna watch it.
Y'all don't either. You know what I'm saying? So, and I hate to do that. So, because I feel like I'm cheating by saying there's worse movies than Supergirl, but Supergirl felt like an average superhero movie that was a little bit old school. Like if this had came out 10 years ago, it would have been different. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that said, I know so much is riding on DC.
Yeah.
And the same thing happened with Superman, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Because I told y'all I like Superman, but when I was sitting in the seat, I was worried. You know, he saves a squirrel, and it's like, they not gonna like that. You know what I'm saying?
But didn't he actually save a squirrel from the
or whatever? You know what I'm saying? I did that with this movie. There was things that I didn't hear what you joke about my headphone. What you say?
Yeah.
Because Vinny laughing, it had to be good.
From the Titan, so I mean, he did save the little squirrel, whatever that.
Yeah. So. Bro, so there was times in this, you know what I'm saying, that I'm watching and it's like, yo, they're not gonna like this, they're not gonna like that. But man, there was a lot about the movie. I felt like it was entertaining. There was some definitely, again, the bad writing to me wasn't in the story. The bad writing is just when things were obvious. Like, bro, we could fly Crypto to the Yellow Sun and heal him. You know how they fixed that? They got a little line in there where they're like, "Oh, you can't move Crypto." You know what I mean? So that's cheating. That's lazy writing. You know what I'm saying? And that was sprinkled. I can see that sprinkled throughout the movie. You know what I mean? But on the flip side, and this is going back to old school movies, 80s movies, 90s movies. Bro, I just want the story. I don't need everything explained to me. It's like we're different. And I don't know. And it's not just us. It's we're on a panel. You know what I mean? We're on a panel. We're on a YouTube. We're going to break things down. But the average person is doing that as well. It's like they need more. You know what I mean? Dude, I just stripped all of that away, dude, and I thought it was good. So anyway, Old Girl was dope as Supergirl. I thought the action scenes were well done. I like the action scenes in this more than I liked in Superman. I enjoyed
Yes.
Superman had a different kind of impact for me. It's just cool seeing Superman on but I think I actually enjoyed this movie more. This movie felt safer. Let me put it that way. This one felt safer. When I was watching Superman, that nervousness was even more. Oh, they're not going to like how it looks when he's flying. They're not going to like that he's being cheesy. This one, it felt safe, bro. It just felt like, damn, yeah, this is a normal superhero. In fact, almost a normal superhero show, movie. You know what I mean? Like Superman Returns and prior, this was that. You know what I'm saying? The visual effects looked that way. The flying scenes, her flying towards the camera, all of the stuff that we traditionally get from this kind of film was there. You know what I'm saying? I loved how we got the climax of her wearing the suit. I didn't think I would like when I was first watching, I was like, okay, we're gonna wait to the end. I kind of knew we're gonna have to wait to the end. But dude, I love how they showed it, bro. The sunrise, I felt it, bro. Like Lone Ranger putting his mask on, or Batman becoming Batman and Batman Begin. Like it was all of that when that happened. Like it was like, damn, yeah, we ready. That's dope. And then we got a dope action sequence after that. I love the growth of her character. I love the growth of the little girl. You know what I'm saying? So there was aspects. I'm hearing people say that the bad guy wasn't that strong, which when I came out of the movie, I didn't even, by the way, I didn't even post my review because our review was so awkward because we had people that love. So we did an out of theater review. I didn't even post it, bro, because it was it was hard to edit. My daughter loved it the most. She didn't like the bad guy. And then I'm hearing that people didn't like the bad guy, and I was like, yeah, I get that. You know what I mean? Where the bad guy wasn't the strongest, but I do felt like he was that plot device. He was that engine that was moving the story forward. It wasn't your average good versus evil, and I got to beat the bad guy at the end. It felt like the journey was the story. And I appreciated that. Whether it landed for everybody that way, you know, we still got to blame the writers and the creators. But I thought overall I did appreciate that about the story. I love seeing Lobo in there. I wouldn't change it because I heard y'all say I would not change that for anything. With that being said, Lobo was absolutely, you could tell it was just thrown in there. It was just thrown in there, bro. You know what I mean? But I appreciated it because, bro, this universe might not survive. This might be the only time we see, that's selfish to say, but this might be the only time we see Lobo for years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So throw it in there. It felt unnecessary, but it didn't hurt the film, in my opinion. So let me word it that way. It didn't feel like it hurt the film. It was just the obvious. Sometimes we just know what it is. It was like, okay, you threw it in there. I appreciated that he wasn't in there too much. So they threw him in there. Bro, it equated to some minutes. The only thing I didn't like that made it the worst, that made it obvious that they threw him in there, is when he flew off at the end. You know what I mean? Like, it was like he did his thing, and we got enough visual effects in the budget to make him fly off randomly.
And he just left.
He just left, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He got his bounty and didn't even say peace to her. He got his bounty and just broke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, yo, you don't know how much help she may have needed after that.
Right.
But I guess you just basically saw that she can hold her own. It's like,
and you know what? And you're being nice explaining it, because when I saw it, it didn't feel like a character move. It felt like a behind the scenes, like, yo, that's it.
Right.
Yeah, like,
and there was some editing. There was editing. It's like, overall, it wasn't. Bro, this is one of those. So I guess the approach I'm taking, I can take all the negative, and I agree with you guys on all the negative. The negative just didn't bother me. It just didn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm looking at it and I feel like we're demanding more from movies. You know what I'm saying? Because even the comic book, you guys haven't mentioned that really that much. But there was differences between the comic book and the movie. And it's like, bro, A History of Violence, 300, Watchmen. Bro, what comic book movies are based off the comic book? Like, a Civil War was not the comic book. I mean, it had the idea.
That's why I hated that. Right. That's why I hated that story.
But a lot of people didn't know. You know what I mean? So, Jedi Kid is magical. You see trash beautifully. You know what I'm saying? But the average person loved those movies, and it's like they didn't hold it up to that regard. Whereas in this one, and again, it might be because the comic book is beloved. My son did. I know I'm injecting my family a lot. My son, so just so that you know, my family is it's an unbiased house. You know what I mean? My son did point out the reason why, which is something Vinny has pointed out with other things. My son pointed out the reason why the expectation was a page-to-page adaptation was because James Gunn sold it that way. He got him in front of a camera. My son was like, there was an interview where he held the comic book up and said such and such and such. So that's why the expectation is there. You know what I'm saying? So that's hard for me to argue. You know what I mean? But I just know we've all grown up. We're talking comic books now, but we grew up when Steven Spielberg did Ready Player One or Jaws, bro. So dig that. All the way from the 1970s, Jaws, all the way to as recent as 10 years ago with Ready Player One, people are saying, Spielberg done changed such and such and such. You know what I mean? So with the novel. So it was novels, now it's comic books. It's something that happens. It's something I kind of come to expect with these movies. You know what I'm saying? Bro, but so that's it, man. I could talk on and on about it. I loved it. I love the way it looked. except for I do feel like they missed the opportunity. Again, it didn't ruin. I judged the movie for what was in it, and for I didn't bother with what wasn't in it, if that makes sense. But I do think a serious opportunity was missed with the visuals of the world, and it's something that had been done because people obviously we compare it to Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 had colorful planets when he met his father, right?
Yeah.
Dude, there's other movies and other examples where we just got just a little bit more weirdness. Freaking Guardians 3 when they was walking on, I can't remember, they walking on outside of something and their feet was sinking. It was like weird stuff. So it was like Guardians, but it wasn't even in the best ways. It was just that the ships, it was just a small world, as Leia was pointing out. You could tell not so much that it was on the same planet. It was like, it looked like you shot that in a desert in Cali or Nevada.
Yeah.
It did.
But see,
what
we talked about that earlier. Me and you were saying that, James Gunn has put a blueprint out for space adventures now, as far as what they look like,
right?
Because of the Guardians thing,
right?
What I'm saying? Like the Guardians movies, all three, when they went to different planets,
which is Star Wars remixed, by the way.
Right, exactly. So they were on different planets. You saw the color tones, everything changed from planet to planet to planet. When they try to do it with this movie, and I'm not even saying it's James Gunn's fault. All he agreed to was the script was good. That's all he did. He didn't have no hands on. But what I talked to, I think you and Lyle about this offline, like, that Guardians formula don't work for everything unless you use it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think they used it the correct way.
Well, depending on who you are, because let's talk about another thing too. I like everybody's focusing on the negative, but I think they had a 70-something%. It seems like there are people that's liking the movie. I'm not gonna say love. It seemed like there are people that's liking the movie. The problem is with He-Man and other movies is that people aren't watching the movies. Maybe it's got to be great, which I felt when I watched it. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Leo posted something. I'm throwing y'all posters in Facebook, man. I'll be reading y'all stuff because I'm fans of y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all great people. Is this the end of DC? You said something about, and it's like that's the feeling you get. Like at this point, the second movie. Yeah. And again, Vinny said, you like how I point. Vinny said, "Why are you doing Supergirl for the second movie?"
Yeah.
First of all, so you decide to do Supergirl, and the movie. I'm just feeling the pressure, baby. Like I need awesome movies. This movie was not great, bro. It was entertaining. I think it's far from whack. Again, I label what's whack. It's far from whack, bro. I think it's going to have a better life in streaming, as Superman did, like He-Man will. You know what I mean? Like these movies had a way. I just saw He-Man on my TV at home. Jesus, bro. It looks fun. I was working. I didn't even have the audio on. He-Man looks phenomenal. I think this is going to fit that category too. I think this is going to be a cool movie in streaming. But we need these movies to be great, bro. We needed to be Spider-Man is selling, Doomsday. Some of the stuff is selling, but it's starting to get to the point where people are like, superhero movies aren't dying.
Yeah.
And we're using Guardians 3 as proof. We're using Spider-Man as proof. And now Brand New Day and Doomsday. It's like, see, it's not. Now it's getting to the point where it's not superhero movies. It's just that Marvel movie.
Right.
Successful. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's my point, is because picking this storyline, Woman of Tomorrow, you pick that storyline and we know what the book is based on. The feel of the film would match a James Gunn style, even though he's not the director.
But
he's not the writer, but it matched his style. Now, again, who is the person? And you got to think about this, bro. We're not throwing any jabs, and I need to specify this specifically before we move on to Vinny and Jason. for people out there who are watching, if you think that in any way, shape, or form that I am hating on James Gunn, I am not. James Gunn has had a great body of work. This wasn't a film that he directed nor wrote. However, this was the film that he announced. This was the film that had his face on it in the very beginning, because he was the one, had to be the one, who greenlit the storyline or greenlit Woman of Tomorrow. Because if you're greenlit, and now you're doing Man of Tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Hey, hold on though. Because me and Jay had this argument. He know. We had this conversation. I didn't even say argument. We don't argue with my brothers. But and he said that. He made a good point. I think the only problem is that this dude is in interviews talking. That is the problem with James Gunn. That's what changed the conversation. Because even what you just laid out, Jay laid it out that way as well. Yo, he cleared it. He did it. That's every fucking producer's job on earth.
No, it is. It is.
So,
it is.
But we don't do that with every other producer. The first time I've heard people really do that is with Kathleen Kennedy with Star Wars. And it's also because we got a preview, because we hear, not so much of her in interviews, but we know that she fired these directors with Solo. We know she did this. We know she chose this. It's like the information, we got so much more information that we shifted the blame. Whereas when Color Purple flopped, who do we blame for Color Purple? Y'all can guess.
But what I remember,
when Zack Snyder movies, now the Snyderverse, of course they label Snyderverse that group of movies. But if a movie that Snyder directs, Rebel Moon, whatever he did, they don't blame the producers. They don't even blame Netflix. You know who they blame? They blame the director. So that's the only thing from my perspective. It's like, you can't take accountability. So I'd be disingenuous to be like, you can't blame James Gunn. It's just weird that nobody.
Here's the thing.
Nobody even mentions the director.
Real quick though.
Mentions the director.
Nobody is. So here's the thing. I'm not blaming him because he didn't direct it. He wasn't the director. He wasn't the writer. But this is what I'm saying, and this is it's how ironic the situation is, because, bro.
Hey, just
greenlit women.
Just Nova just said that. Greenlit the script and stated he would only approve if complete. That's every producer does that.
Exactly. And this is what he did. So he greenlit and approved this. And he was the main. And bro, he was the main person. Vinny, I know you're gonna bring this up soon. He was the main person who said he is not he will not greenlight a script unless it is good.
So again, it's only because he was in an interview saying that, because what producer, look how ridiculous that sounds. What producer, you don't think, so I'm a producer of a movie. I'm a green like this piece of crap right here, because, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Every producer says, I'm only going to green light. The only difference between that is that James Gunn talks too much. He's on Instagram. He's saying it to everybody. And we got a good memory, and we're like, well, that Negro got out there and said it.
Hold up. Well, we just talked about this earlier, but hours ago today, we were saying, I was telling you, all he did, the only fault, not even fault, all he did was greenlit the script, right? Say, okay, this is going to be used for the movie. Boom. That's all he did. But the producer and director tried to make the movie James Gunn-esque.
I can see that. I can see that.
James Gunn-esque.
Well, and I saw that director's other movies. That director doesn't have a style. I don't know if y'all seen his movies, he doesn't have a distinct voice. Yeah. Like Cruella looks way different than the movie he did. Yeah. Right. What was the name of it? Dumb Money, I think. Looks way different than
And he did the same thing, James Gunn. If James Gunn would have had this movie right now, it would look exactly the same way.
Yeah,
exactly. Maybe it would have been more. It would have had more color to the planets. I think he would have chose.
I think he would have chose better songs. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that too. Better songs and better jokes might have been used in this story. I give him that. It would have been the same exact formula.
Hey,
But that's-
hey,
but-
Just Nova. I love Just Nova, man. I want to make sure that he know I ain't picking on him, because you're absolutely right. Gunn, absolutely horrific that he said the Flash was the best. We should have discredited him when he said that.
Exactly.
But this is what I'm saying, bro. I want it
Exactly.
because I'm sticking to this, because you green, and I'm just saying this one more time, and then I'm a because I guess we're gonna move to Vinny.
Vinny ain't trying to talk today. Look at
Bro,
him. Quiet.
listen. He greenlit this script.
Yeah.
He greenlit this story.
Mhm.
Now, also, what is he doing? Man of Tomorrow, right?
Mhm.
And what did he say just a few days ago? Carr is going to have a much bigger role to play in that film.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Bro, it's to the point where, look, James, love you to death, brother. And I don't give a fuck what nobody says. It feels to me like it's a swan song for him, because I'm telling you, him and Paramount, I got a strange feeling,
Yeah, he
bro.
gonna
It's
be
not
out
gonna
before
work.
Yo,
But
yeah.
he's gonna be the fuck out. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
Well, he ain't gonna
But
work. It ain't gonna be because of the movies. He ain't about to work for.
he's not working for
messing
them.
with
If you,
Nah, he
if
ain't
you up
working for
here
them. But
making movies about animal cruelty, you ain't working for.
nah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, again, you're doing that. You're saying that she's going to have a much bigger role to basically play in that particular film. So this is what I'm saying. You greenlit this script. You greenlit the storyline. You're doing Man of Tomorrow, and you're saying she's going to have a much bigger role. This was planned in the very fucking beginning, bro. It was planned to go this particular route.
Yeah.
We got to go back to the simple fact that he did say, again, I will not greenlight a script unless it's complete and it's good. We're not going to be like some of the. And at one point, it's like almost you threw Marvel under the bus. But I'm going to tell you this much. As much as we talk about these films in Marvel, yes, they've had their dark days.
Yes, they
They
have.
had their dark days. But I'm not going to say, okay. I'm going to say something that this movie was definitely better than Thor: Love and Thunder. I'm going to fuck what nobody says. It was better than Thor:
I
Love
would
and
hope
Thunder.
so.
This movie was better than Thor: Love and Thunder, bro.
Oh yeah.
I don't give a fuck what nobody says. This shit was way better than that fucking movie. And that just lets you know how much I hated that fucking film.
Girl under that
I will all day. But I'm just saying, I say this again. Millie Alcock as Supergirl she was great. I love her as Supergirl. I have no problem with her as Supergirl. I don't have a problem with Jason Momoa as Lobo.
Yeah.
But the film it wasn't it for me. Vinny, I know you've been waiting for a long time. You got a lot that you basically want to say.
Hey, Vinny, man, here's your chance, man, just to get on the side of good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't let the hate dread.
Vinny, tell us how you really feel. Don't listen to him, dog. Tell us how you really feel. I want to know.
You don't want me to let the hate flow
when
through
you
me.
were a kid and you thought the Emperor hate dread it was 2 words. It's just one.
Don't let the hate flow through me. I got you.
It's just one.
Don't listen to Prop.
Yo, I think the most understated thing that I took away from this movie is trying to celebrate the fact that we got such a close adaptation of Woman of Tomorrow on screen. And Prop mentioned this a little bit with the very minuscule amount of times that has happened where a comic book movie won a comic book, and not that this did that, but this was far closer an adaptation of Tom King and Bill Kazley's book than majority of comic book movies have ever translated, because what they usually do is take a title that they know comic book nerds will recognize, and then take 1 or 2 cherry pick bullet points from that, and then make up their everything else on their own to work around those 2 things. We see it with Civil War. We see it with, we're going to see it with Secret War. Like we've seen it with Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron couldn't be further from what it is in the comics. They just took the title and did what they wanted. Secret Invasion. You go on and on.
Yep.
But
Yep.
the premise, like to keep Krem knowing how boring of a villain that he was, and the storyline and the crypto and the quest for revenge for Ruth Lee's family, etc., etc.
Yeah.
That was basically the crux of the story. They added details, they tweaked some stuff, but it's usually way more than just tweaking some elements of the story when they adapt a full, complete comic book to film. That is my biggest win here that I'm taking away from this. After that is that Millie did like a really good job as Supergirl. In other films, like in Man of Tomorrow, I think she's going to be great. I think she was great in this. I think that she's going to find her if this DCU stays and isn't doesn't go away soon. She's going to have I think she's going to pick up steam, and is this going to be something where, regardless of how well or poor this movie did, that's going to be something that is a plus sum for them as far as casting. And of all the issues that I have with casting or Gunn's DCU, I should say, casting has not been. I've liked the casting decision across the board for me. Virtually everything I've seen. The problem, though, is of all the comic books, of all the different stories, of all the iconic comic book stories that us geeks want to see translated to film and that we have, this was one of the most boring, fucking paint by number stories I've fucking ever read for a comic that's as hyped as it is. It's not quite the Watchmen Dark Knight Returns level, but you wouldn't know that if you were a new comic book fan. You would think that it's on that tier. If you just started reading comic books the past 5 years, you would think it's in that company. And then you pick it up and you think it is, maybe even after you read it. But you know why? Because the art is the most fucking breathtaking shit you've ever fucking seen. Bill Kiss killed every single page. You turn that book and it doesn't even matter what the fuck they're saying. It's fucking breathtaking. The problem is you ported a comic book to a comic book movie and forgot that there's a reason why we look at fucking books with pictures in them for a fucking reason. We like the art too. This wasn't Watchmen or Dark Knight Returns, where Frank Miller's fucking exposition of politics and how it interacts with superheroes, or Alan Moore's same thing for that matter, is the point of the story, and everything else is just fucking added on to that. The point of Woman of Tomorrow, to me, the sell, not the point, the sell of Woman of Tomorrow, why it's so beloved, is because aesthetically it is hypnotic and mesmerizing. And when you read it, you don't even really retain just how much is not happening in the book, because you're retaining how beautiful the visuals are. And then when we see the story is flat, and where it's tweaked and where it's spiced up is flat, and where the visuals come in to save it, like you would think, as we've been talking about tonight, that's one of Gunn's strengths. That's one of Snyder's strengths. That's one of the things that the DCEU or DCU on a whole has done very, very well. Like, whether you like Superman, whether you like Suicide Squad, whether you like the Batman, whether you like any of those fucking movies, one thing that you can't say about them is that they're drab, that they're dull. They took some of the most hypnotic, virtually beautiful color palette that Bilkey's put on all those pages, and you could just, even if you haven't read it, you could just Google Bilkey's Evely's Woman of Tomorrow art, and you will see every color in the fucking palette on the screen, and sunsets and beautiful purple mountains and just all kinds of. And then when we get to the irony of calling the planet where the green sun is killing her, which is out of the comic, but irony of calling that planet Bilkey, and then it looks like they're in fucking Arizona. You look at that in the book, and it's beautiful colors all around. It looks like you're in a fucking dream. That was my biggest critique of this film. It doesn't. They took all that beauty and put it through a sepia filter. Every single planet felt and looked like it could have been on Earth. It didn't even feel like it could have all been on the same alien planet. It felt
Right.
like all sort of took place in a desert location that they filmed. All right. Next, we got this shot. Let's put on a green filter for this planet, and let's just run the next scene. It is so disappointing because that is the sell of the book, and it's the biggest weakness of the film. It's been bizarre watching people like I've disagreed and agreed with so many different opinions that people have about this film. But one thing I can't wrap my head around is people saying that it's visually great or that the cinematography is great. That is the biggest weakness of the film. Everything cinematography wise about this film. It's one of the things that's so frustrating to me because usually any bad superhero movie, you could say at least it was pretty, at least it was popcorn, at least it was eye candy, and that's something that we couldn't say about this. And it's really disappointing because that's one of the things that book meant to me, and not seeing it translated is a failure. The editing, like Dale pointed out, is like they didn't start the story in the book on Planet Krypton. They had a single comic all dedicated to that. Having that first shot where her seeing Crypto without any context of why there was a funeral type procession or what was going on there, just to bounce back to that scene would have meant so much more if you had led up to everybody getting sick and then her parents dying, and then she finds Crypto as like a fucking a piece in her sadness. Like that would have meant so much more, but they threw that scene away in the beginning just so that like they had to hurry up and tell you who Crypto was. Like people get dogs. Like that wasn't really important to explain how she got a dog. People fucking get dogs all the time. It didn't make sense. Like they wasted time on that, and then it's so frustrating because this story I knew it was going to be tough to translate the film because the story, even reading as a comic, was not great. So this was, of all the stories to fuck with and add shit, this story made sense to. And the shit that they added was shit that they didn't even add like properly. Like they added a human trafficking ring story to it. And Supergirl didn't even give a shit. She really didn't. She only fucked those people up because they fuck with her. If she wasn't, it was like Qui-Gon. Actually, we're not here to free y'all. Like,
Yeah.
she just happened to fuck them up because they were attacking her. She didn't really give a shit. It's not like after that she went to go save the rest of them. And then, I swear, those chicks getting out of that shit and seeing a superhero fight scene with this chick laser blasting and people throwing tanks. They run up on her and like out of nowhere, some people just go and fucking help instead of them just running to safety. Was absolutely bizarre. Lobo thrown in. I mean, I've read that Lobo was supposed to be in the story. That sounds like something that they just made up so that way you didn't question it. And
shut up, nerds.
It felt like when we watched a movie that's quote unquote for guys, and then they throw in like a token character. It felt like the token character, so that way guys went to go see it too, and that's fine. It happens to male-driven movies all the time where they put in a female character. You know what I mean? Like for the girls, the girls want to see it. I think that there's elements of the story that we're never going to translate well. They needed visuals to make up for it, and on a whole, none of it really matters because making a niche character, a niche version of a niche character as your second film, when every comic book fan was dying to see the Trinity. If you wanted to grab the female audience, you should have did fucking Wonder Woman. And I'm not saying that like, I wasn't going to accept this no matter what. I'm saying that people are saying, well, this is better than Marvel. They waited 21 movies before they gave us Captain Marvel, and I love that DC gave us a woman on the second one. They could have gave us a wonderful one. They could have gave us the one that people actually are huge fans of. How many Supergirl comics have went more than a dozen issues? Supergirl is not a huge draw. Supergirl does not sell comics. Supergirl is a sidekick character. Supergirl is not going to make $1 billion in the box office no matter how good it was, even if it was fucking perfect. She does not have a great standing with the comic book community. People loved her in Public Enemies and the Superman Batman book. People loved her in this. People loved her in that. And don't get me wrong, I like Supergirl. I don't think that this needed to be bumped up, but it is, and it was. Why? Because James wanted her all set and ready to use for Man of Tomorrow. That's why we're getting Jimmy Olsen. That's why we're getting Man of Tomorrow next instead of anything else. That's why we're getting this. Everything is based around what James wants to set up his shit, so he gets his shit off before everything crumbles. Because all these Paramount and Netflix and Warner Bros. All these deals, he knows more about that than we do, and he knows that the writing's on the wall. He's trying to get his shit off before he has to get the fuck out. And right now, his favorite thing to do is build this Superman universe. He don't give a fuck about Batman. That shit ain't coming for fucking years and years and years. He don't give a shit about nothing else. Clayface is just some side shit that it's like, I'll find fucking here. Lanterns, all this shit is just like, all he really cares about is getting the Superman cinematic universe up and running. And it's really frustrating because I want DC to succeed, and this isn't the formula for it to succeed. And I don't need them to copy Marvel one for one, but you have to realize that you can't do Guardians of the Galaxy as number 2. Meaning, even if this was fire, if this was the best shit ever, it's a niche film. It's a niche film. It's not something that's going to like you have too much. Like Prop said, too much pressure, too much on the line to do something that's like a passion project at best as the second film. When coming off of Superman that had polarizing results, and people were like, all right, even if this wasn't for me, I'll forgive it. But better bring me Batman, better bring me Wonder Woman. And they're like, you know what? Chill on that. We're going to bring you fucking Supergirl. Then we're going to bring you some more Superman. But don't worry, after that, we'll bring you Jimmy Olsen. Yo, what the fuck are they doing?
You know what, man? He don't need to be. And to add on to Leo's point, part of what you were saying with him being what I took from what you said, he's a director. Even what you just said, Vinny. Like, I don't think he should. You directed the first movie to set the tone.
He is. I mean,
you can't be a producer and director, bro.
I think I hope that they've learned that lesson, because Feige is in the same position as Gunn, and Gunn is getting blamed for this, and people are like, well, he didn't direct it. Well, when Iron Man was dope, and then Thor was good, and then Captain America was on fire, and Avengers came, what did everybody say for fucking 10 years? In Feige we trust. Nobody was saying, and fucking, you know what I mean? And John Favreau we trust. Nobody mentions John Favreau when they talk about Iron Man. They talk about Feige because he's pulling all the fucking strings. All the shit's the formula, and it doesn't happen without his say so. And Feige doesn't tell you every 5 seconds what he's doing and what he's thinking, like James Gunn does. So you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't put yourself out there and tell us every single thought you're having about this process of your DCU, and then be surprised when people are blaming you for some of the decisions that are going on, because you have such an intimate connection with the fans, or Chronically Online. That's the same thing. That's what you're doing. And then unfortunately, now you set this film up for failure, because if this was film 5, it could have been dope and people would have accepted it. But by being 2, it has so much pressure. And it's not fair to her. It's not fair to the fans who had to wait so many years for you to reboot. It's not fair to it's not fair to whatchamacallit, to the Shazam people, cast and crew. It's not fair to the Flash cast and crew. It's not fair to the Black Adam cast and crew, because all those people had to deal with failures because people knew that they were just moving on. And then you get to wait all that time because they knew that they were going to reboot. And then this is what you do. And then people are going to blame it on the female lead thing. It's not. That is part of the problem too. You have to realize what you are working with. The world is not ready for like guaranteed box office hits from women. You know why? Because women don't go see this shit. And then when they don't, it's men's fault. There's 170 million women in the world, and this bombs, and it's men's fault because women are misogynist. But it's like, well, why didn't y'all go? The reason why they didn't go is because women love great films that are popular, that everybody likes. It's not because it's a female lead. I feel like it is demeaning and belittling to women to think that, oh, it doesn't matter. As long as it's a female lead, they'll go because it's a girl power. You have to make it dope You have to make it great. I'm sick of seeing Wonder Woman 84. I'm sick of seeing Marvels. I'm sick of seeing Supergirl, where they feel like we can put out any trash, and if they don't go, we'll just say that's because y'all hate women. Instead of holding up a mirror to ourselves and holding ourselves accountable to make it good enough for everybody to go enjoy it. And you shouldn't just figure. I mean, like Black Panther was one of the dopest fucking comic book movies that we've ever seen. They didn't just throw Chadwick Boseman out there and just say, "Yo, man, Kugler, just do whatever." Black people are gonna go because it's a black movie. No, they made sure it was dope, because if it wasn't, nobody was gonna go, even if they were black or not. People are gonna support it just because it was black, but that's not fair to Million. That's not fair to Bree. It's not fair to Gal when they do these movies and just figure, "Yo, we're gonna put this shit out so that way we get the female dollar." Women don't give a fuck. If it's not good, they ain't gonna go just because it's a woman. They don't care. This ain't the Devil Wears Prada where they gonna go just because of the brand. They don't care about the Supergirl brand. They have to fucking go because it's a great movie. Women will go to a Thor movie way before they go this because they trust the brand. They love the brand. They want to look at a movie that's gonna be dope. Or Thor is probably a bad example, but you know what I mean. Captain America, whatever. They want it to see a good movie just as much as we do. And if it just happens to be a man in the lead role, they don't give a shit. Like the identity politics and the agendas, they have to make sure that these films are good before they worry about catering to certain audiences. Because when it bombs, you can't just point your finger and say, "Oh man, like it's because it was a woman." Nah, this shit was good, but it wasn't good enough to make the money that they wanted it to make. And when it didn't, you can't just say we did nothing wrong. This was perfect, and then just be sexist. It's really frustrating. Because there's so much potential for DCU. This should not have been the second movie. And if it was going to be the second movie, it should have been much better visually, much better tweaking to the story to adapt to film. And you have so much that they did not, quite make sure made this film. I think they dropped the ball and didn't quite let it succeed the way it should have. And I mean, because it was really fucking close, man. Like, even that ending, like, that was more graceful than the comics. In the comics, she banished fucking Krem to the Phantom Zone for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And when that motherfucker got back to let Ruthie kill him, that was the most fucking cruel death I've ever seen in the comics. And people were thinking, she killed him. And this, like, she's a drunk and she's a murderer and stuff like that. Nah, like they had so much potential that they could have done with this if they made the film more visually beautiful and stop with the angsty shit. She wasn't just like listening to music and like angsty teen edgy like shit in the comics. They took away from what they needed to make this a success, and then that hurt. That hurt even with women trying to be in their kids. Like, this wasn't exactly a positive role model for little girls. So like, even your own audience had people like second guessing. Don't get me wrong, there's plenty of women who are happy and girl power and on like all about Supergirl, but like, how many people like this needed to be visually better and be better written in order to appeal to more people. And they can't just rest on the laurels and just say, "Oh, it's a girl lead, so this will make us, half the country's going to go because it's a girl lead, and all the men are going to go because it's a superhero movie." You can't just assume this shit. It has to be dope. And I'm worried that James doesn't quite understand what makes the successful movies that he's done successful. I don't know that they know what the fuck they're doing, and I'm tired of how many phases of DC are we going to get where they don't quite know what the fuck they're doing.
Yo, well said. Definitely well said. Before we get to Jason, assistant to the regional said, "Thank you for the $9.99 super chat. I just joined in your chat. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I'm lost on what is making the film bad, but I'm probably the only person who like Helen Slater's Supergirl as a kid."
Hey, you are, sir.
I did like the OG one too. So
that movie was okay. No, I didn't say that. It's all we had. It's all we had.
Yeah, Vinny ran 10 out of 10.
She was floating on the water with her hands. I didn't like the flying effects.
And here's the thing, bro. Like, we didn't even point
10
out
out
some
of
of the things, and Vinny, I thought you was going to point out one key thing too, but they did sort of address it in the film.
Oh shit! There's a major point I forgot. Go ahead.
When he said, "Oh, I saved these just for you," and it was basically the bowl that had the kryptonite.
Kryptonite, yeah.
That was the other thing. I was on so much other shit. I blocked it out. Maybe I was so mad about that because you know how mad I was on Thursday night. Yeah, I blocked it out. Yo, one of the biggest problems with Batman vs Superman is when Superman inhaled that kryptonite and then he just was okay later. He didn't vibrate to dispel it. Nothing happened. It was in his system and he was just fine. He flew down and grabbed the kryptonite and then went and just attacked Doomsday. The kryptonite didn't really affect him at all if he was amped up enough, if he was excited enough. That's not what the fuck happens. Kryptonite is kryptonite called that for a reason. It's not like if you get mad enough, kryptonite doesn't bother you. This bitch got infected with kryptonite and then flew out into the sun, and then all of a sudden the kryptonite in her cells just went away. Think about how many times Superman's been shot with a kryptonite bullet and was just dead. All he had to do was go outside, apparently. What the fuck?
Yeah. But you know what? Each movie, but you do got to give each movie its room. And again, this is talking to people because I was talking to Jay. We talking to comic book heads. But one of my pet peeves, I said it's got to be entertaining. Number 2, you got to follow the rules of your movie. You know what I'm saying? So as comic book fan, I agree with you. But it's like it's specifically the Man of Steel, the Batman v Superman stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like there's nothing in that movie to tell us otherwise. We know that because of our understanding of kryptonite, but the movie was setting his rules. You know what I'm saying? And it can be stupid, but it's like it's their rules. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
And I would think the same thing with this, right? Like, but I feel you though. But I don't know, man. I wanted her to get it out of her
like
system.
Like you said, she was weakened. Well, she was weakened throughout the whole movie. Like they didn't really let her shine to the end.
Yes.
So she was weakened via.
And she won more fights than Superman still.
Weakened via the Red Sun, Green Sun, and Kryptonite poison. So Kryptonite really don't affect her, and you'd have to obviously go out of your way for any Earth villain to get her on a Red Sun.
Right.
So she's like has virtually no weakness then.
And then he said,
"Get to the sun."
And then he said it was infused with kryptonite. Now this is me making it make sense too.
Okay.
Like I don't know what that meant. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It wasn't like he put blocks of kryptonite in there. It was like he had cooked up something. If I remember correctly, he said,
like it's like he had a recipe.
This is special for you. It's infused. Yeah. So I don't know what that meant. You know
I didn't like that.
Well, I mean, because and Jason, I want you to kind of chime in on this too, because it would have meant and should have been. It's almost as implied that he's met her before, or they've had an encounter before,
a Kryptonian,
or he's encountered a Kryptonian before.
Yeah.
They never made that connection for us to know.
It's just some fucking pirate. It's just some pirate who wants to put some fucking some swords. And yet he's able to synthesize kryptonite into a poison dart. Like,
and then
for him to say that, for him to even say that, it's like he's came across a Kryptonian before. Now
Jason, go ahead.
How to deal? He know how to deal with him now. I was like, wait a minute. So you've already dealt with one? That's what it seemed like to me. You've already dealt with somebody other than Superman, Supergirl, or Kryptonian out there in space somewhere that you had to kill or put down. So like I didn't like that at all with this movie. To piggyback off what everybody's been saying about her as Supergirl, like I agree. Like I think her in general did a great job as Supergirl, especially coming from her rough beginnings in the movie to where she ended up at, putting the suit on at the end, which was dope. You got to see that whole from rocks to gold or from ore to gold. She was diamond cut and came out at diamond in the end of the movie, which was enjoyable to me. You know what I mean? I like that. But as far, I guess with the rest of the film, the writing really, I wasn't pulled in with the writing. The jokes wasn't on time. The music was whack. But the movie wasn't complete trash. It just had its ups and downs. I won't say it's. I can't say all out it was a bad movie or it was complete trash because it had its good. The fighting scenes were dope. You know what I'm saying? And they had slow motion fighting scenes. Oh my God, I didn't think they would. No, nobody.
I liked it.
That's about that. That was the biggest thing they used to cry about with Zack Snyder about the slow motion fight scenes. And we had everyone that she was
not
in,
when he did 300.
pretty much. So it's like, bro,
I still kick people like in that scene. I still kick people like that, bro. In slow motion.
Oh, but the film itself, bro, like it is what it is. I don't know. Like I said, for the most part, I was up and down. I hated the main villain. Oh my God! Like I forget his name, but every time you saw Krim, he's eating. Bro,
hungry.
Bro, he must have been hungry the whole time making the movie.
Yeah. Man, I actually like that though. That was the only thing that gave him a little bit of character. Even when he went in the prison cell, I thought that was because he had no charisma, no character whatsoever.
It looked like a reject from Mad Max. Like I just didn't. I don't know, man. I wasn't feeling him at all. Even in the comic, I ain't like him like that. But it is what it is. With him, whatever. Lobo popping up when he did and popping out when he did. The timing was good for the film, but again, I don't think it was needed. I think he needed his own movie. You know what I'm saying? Put him in his own film and let him do his own thing. But to just waste him like this just to get people in seats. That's what it seemed like to me. Like they just say, "Oh, we're announcing Lobo. He's going to be in the movie too. We just put people in seats." And even the guy that made the book was saying that this was his director's cut. Like having Lobo. He always wanted Lobo in the comic book, so to have him on in the movie was like his director's cut to have Lobo in there. So I mean, I don't know. It's what it is, but I mean, it wasn't a complete failure to me because of her depiction of Kara and how she played Kara. Like I said, I give it a pass. To me, I think it was better than Superman, than this gun Superman, because she wasn't getting her ass whooped like that. She was beating ass. So I mean, I take it like a red grain of salt. But for what it was, I enjoyed her as a character, but the outlier of the film with the writing and the tones and the color aspects, I just wasn't digging. I just didn't. It didn't go with me at all. I mean, my baby girl loved it. She loves her main thing, and she loves Wonder Woman more than anything. But she does like Supergirl too. But it is what it is, man. It I guess it did what it needed for me to give it a pass for the most part. I just exactly there you go, boom. But I don't know. I can't give it a full green light to me, man, because it just didn't hit all. I don't know. It just wasn't.
I'm gonna tell you.
I like the word apathy.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you though, and I do want to speak on this.
Mm-hmm.
For all the motherfuckers out there, bro, and all them incels, all them cornball motherfuckers out there, bro, for real, that have been putting up posts talking about this girl's look, talking about she's not the right choice for it, comparing her to Chaka from Land of the Lost, bro. That was some fucked up shit.
Yeah, I was still proud about that.
That was some fucked up shit.
I was still proud about that today. Yeah.
That was some fucked up shit. And honestly, bro, like,
why you
here's where I brought it up to say this. I brought it up to say this. It's the same shit that they did to the chick from The Last of Us, bro, that was in Game of Thrones. The same shit that they did with her,
I said some bad stuff about the girl.
Nah, but see, bro, here's the thing, bro. People,
I gotta defend myself.
But
said,
see, that
ain't no names, prop.
I thought she was a grown woman when I said it. In my defense,
bro, nah. To me, I'm not laughing about it because I don't find it funny. Because I really don't. I really don't find this shit funny because you're attacking a person based off of how they look because you don't like. You don't either you don't like. And I'm not gonna say you don't like the person, but you're just it's a lot of it is clickbait.
A lot of people were pissed off that she was chosen for the role.
It's horrible the way they did that shit. And that was fucking corny, and I didn't like it, bro. Because again, you can't do better. Who knows how your own children look? It was just really fucked up that somebody would do that, bro. Because you wouldn't somebody talking about your daughter. Or
Yo, that's
you
why
wouldn't want motherfuckers doing that, and so y'all do that shit live, bro, and you do that basically through posts. That shit was fucking respectful. It was tasteless, and it's always the same motherfuckers who do that shit, and I don't like it, bro.
Hey,
I
my daughter will punch you right in the throat, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I teach my kids, because this is the world we live in, and this is the world. I don't know what world y'all grew up in. But I grew up being joked. Girls got joked. Light-skinned brothers got joked. Short people got joked. Fat people got joked. Bro got weight on me now, and I hear shit. So I teach my kids to be strong in the world. So of course I don't want it to happen. But people, that's just how people are. You know what I mean? And ugly people gonna be called ugly. Pretty people gonna be called ugly. It just is what it is, bro. So I feel like we wasting energy. I feel you, but that's what they sign up for. You know what I mean? Just like you do music, there's gonna be thousands of niggas saying you whack. It's just part of it. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks. But, dude, and she's in a position, I'm not feeling bad for these privileged people. Bro, they on HBO shows and $200 million movies, yo.
But bro, but you know what? Even still with that, bro.
She'll be okay.
Still with that, bro. They got feelings,
she'll be okay.
Bro. But
I feel what you mean.
But you're saying that she'll be okay. But bro, there's been a lot of motherfuckers based off of that shit, literally, that have committed suicide. Like literally, motherfuckers out there, bro, who have been in that same position.
Right.
Males who have basically been in the same position. Like, bro, you don't know a person's mental capacity, regardless of where they are, whether you're a doctor, lawyer, actor, athlete. It doesn't matter. You don't know the person's mental capacity, and that's coming from somebody and me who basically suffers from a lot of mental disorders. You know what I mean? When it comes to like just depression and anxiety and all that other shit, I'm not using it as an excuse because I'm able to overcome my shit. I can deal with it.
Nah.
But there's a lot of
that. I told
Jay,
didn't I say Jay? I told Jay this morning. I already predicted that's the route we was gonna go. I knew we was gonna go middle. Did I not say?
Yeah.
Somebody on the panel is gonna go the middle. So I get it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But again,
it's just
she knows what ring. You know, if you get into the ring, you know you're gonna get your clock clean, right? You know you're gonna get punched. You got to know what arena you're in. If you sign up for a Star Wars movie, especially nowadays, and I'm sure it's affecting people. I'm sure there's people not excited about doing some of these things because, she was on Game. You don't think she got it for Game of Thrones? This ain't new to her.
But she didn't know. Because for Game of Thrones, motherfuckers loved her, bro. And they were talking about they wish that they would have stuck with her almost the entire time. This is what motherfuckers were saying about that shit. When she gets picked up as Supergirl, because you don't basically think that she basically fits the mold, then you just want to attack her character in the way she looks. And I just feel as though, bro, that's just kind of because it's not just her. They do it to just about everybody, bro. And that is fucking corny.
That whole T'Chaka thing, it's the same dude, the same cat that's doing this shit, bro. Like, yo, he is wild. He been wilding for like maybe 3 weeks, dog. And
you know what? And it's the audience, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's a weird thing because I don't want y'all to get me wrong, Leo. I agree with you.
No. I understand what you're saying. That if you sign up for something,
daughter,
of course you know what to expect when you're doing it. That's the any, and I get that. But just because you do it, just because they do it, doesn't make the shit right. That's all.
It don't.
Obviously not. It just doesn't, bro. It doesn't. Because the thing is, she was excellent as Supergirl, bro. She signed up for it because it was something that she gravitated to. It was an opportunity. They gave her the opportunity, and I think that she did quite well.
Oh, yeah.
I do still think that they should have granted that same opportunity to Sasha Callier, but they didn't. You know what I mean? It is what it is, and we can move on from that. But my
I think
thing
the positive outweighs it, because again, I think we're in
Yeah.
these circles only because
Yeah.
we're in these circles and we're paying attention. Because the
Yeah.
average person I talk to, including the people on this panel, if you look at the
Mhm.
reviews, if you look at everything, everybody is praising this girl, whether they love the movie or hate it. Everybody's praising this girl portrayal as Supergirl. So I feel like that negative, as always, those negative
Mhm.
voices are small, and my disappointment isn't so much in the people that's saying it. Just like this
Mhm.
world, just like other stuff that we talk about, right? It's
Mhm.
not the guy at the top; it's the
Yeah.
supporters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
if I tell a joke that is so bad, if I diss somebody and everybody
Yeah.
reacts repulsively to it, I'm
Yeah.
gonna stop telling that joke.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
so, and as one angry hermit point out, the economy built on rage bait. That's why they're
Yeah.
doing it, because they
Yep.
got an audience for it, and it's hard
Yeah.
to preach to that audience until it lands on their lap or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
one thing I will say, your question about if it happened to your daughter, of course, applies to them, because they are always the people that's like that are always the most sensitive people,
Yeah.
Exactly.
and they'll crush under that pressure. They can't handle that thing that they're
No, they
dishing
can't
out.
handle that kind of pressure.
You know what I
coming back
mean?
again.
But yeah, bro, it's a nastiness, man. But hey, and not to hijack what you're saying, yo, take solace in the fact that she's been praised. Warner
Mhm.
Brothers did come out and made a statement, so that's how I learned about it. I didn't see nothing except for when
Mhm.
Warner Brothers released the statement saying, "Hey, this kind of ugliness, we don't like it. We not
Yeah.
cool with it." You know what I mean? So Warner Brothers did put it, and I went and I had this research. What are they talking about? So
Yeah,
they
that's a couple
did.
of
So
days
her,
ago.
at least she had people come out and
It's a really shitty
Yeah.
thing, and it does suck. However, it is Hollywood, and
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood does run off of fucking very shallow, specific
Show
guidelines
our market
what
people, yeah.
stars are supposed to look
Yeah.
at. And let me tell you this: as much as she may not be as quite as like supermodel-esque that people kind of wanted to match the criteria of what they think a Supergirl would look like a Michael Turner's version of Supergirl.
Mhm.
They picked a more like regular looking girl for a reason, and unfortunately, that is going to come with those type of unsavory comments. But the thing is, that's not just women. It's worse with women. Because let me tell you this: in the '90s, if motherfucking Nick Cage had been cast as Superman, let me tell you what we would
Oh, they
have
went nuts.
all kinds of bullshit from women about why would they cast ugly ass Nick Cage as Superman? We want Chris Reeves, not his story.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Guess what? Because guess what?
They done ripped him apart,
They
bro. Yeah.
ain't casting Danny DeVito as Captain America, and not to say
Yeah.
that that's equal,
Yeah.
but it's to say that those
Danny DeVito could probably pull it off, bro.
probably could.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito can do anything. But those type of unfair physical expectations do go hand in hand. Like they're not they're not casting regular looking dudes to be these superheroes either.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't. Ain't no dad bods playing, you know, He-Man. Like they
Yeah.
ain't
Yeah.
do.
But they did get on they did
Look how
clown
much
dude.
look,
They got on the
Robert
dude that
Pattinson.
played the dude that basically came out, or the dude that they chose to play Namor. They were body shaming him. There's a lot
and
of
body-
motherfuckers that body shame
Robert
the fuck
Pattinson,
out of
too.
him, bro.
Oh
Robert
yeah, one angry
Pattinson.
hermit. Keaton was.
Keaton,
Yeah.
Keaton,
Bruce
Robert
Willis
Pattinson,
when Die
Robert
Hard came
Pattinson
out, too.
did one
Yeah.
curl for the Batman.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He just did the one curl. That's it. It was like
Mhm.
I got suit.
Yeah, here's the thing, bro, and I
It's not
agree.
fair,
I
but-
100% agree that when you sign up for these things, pretty much put it this way: when you sign up for these things, I even actually say your publisher say, "Listen, you have to know this is what is going to happen. This is
Yeah.
what will be said."
But
And even the studios to be like, "Yo, no, this is going to happen. These are
Yeah.
the things that will be said. These are probably some of the things that will come up.
it
So
also
just
goes
keep
back
this in
to-
mind."
It also goes back to the PR talks we were talking about before.
Bro,
She
when
did-
Keaton.
She did say some stuff in the interviews that
Right.
almost like gave people like license to like fire back, and I really wish that I didn't really want to harp on it again because we talked about it so many times. But I really do wish that some of the actresses in these lead roles would get more PR training, because as unfair as it is to like, because it's proving her point, right?
You worded it right, yo. Yeah.
Speak their mind and shit like that. However, all these vultures are going to look for a reason. Don't give them one, because as much as that's not fair, your job is to sell the movie, not sell what's right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
As unfair as it is, like, that's your job. Your job is to sell the movie. Chadwick wasn't doing. Nobody tripped Chadwick up to talk about white people during Black Panther.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, but look at
white people still come to this movie,
Right.
but every female lead gets tripped up to bash men. It's
But
like,
you know what? But
this
black
movie's
people
not
have
for
that.
white-
But
single
black
white-
people.
This movie's not for white men. Why aren't white men going to see this movie? It's like,
But you know what you said with Chad, you can't even put that in the same category, because that's not PR. That's black people. That's how we were raised. All of us.
raised.
That's how we were raised, bro. You know what I mean? We were raised where we got to be. We got our work voice. We got our work. You know what I mean?
But
Yeah.
that
So
okay,
he
but
already
that
had
leads
that
to
training.
it.
Yeah.
Leads to it. Black people know that they have to carry themselves a certain way, even in a fucking office job. Whereas
Yes.
women are celebrated for rebellion and feminism is a thing. It is a super prominent thing in the culture nowadays. When that carries over to PR, then you cannot be surprised when there are ramifications, because there can't be ramifications because of HR in the office place.
Yeah.
But in a court of public opinion, that's a different story. So you have to tell these, actors and actresses that when you get in front of a mic, this is not the time. Because as unfair as it is, we want everybody to go after the movie's over and out of the theaters. Then hate on fucking men. But like when you're trying to sell the fucking movie to everybody, then that puts off.
But you know what though? Like you said, was the target? Because I heard, unless I'm mistaken, I heard what she said. It didn't sound that. It's the Marvel thing. It's like
who said
what she said with Miley, the Supergirl actress.
Oh,
she had made some comment, and they got onto her.
What did she say?
Something about woman empowerment. Just even, I think it was just her playing, just Supergirl being a female lead, or her playing a female lead, but it was something that those people they were able to attach to and be like, oh, that's that woke ideology or whatever.
Well,
you know how they.
Her first comment was,
hold up. I'm trying to. What happened?
I'm telling you what she said though.
Yeah, what's the first comment?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to hear. What were you saying, Vinny? I wanted to. What did she say?
Her first comment was they asked her about female-led roles. She said that she knew ever since Game of Thrones that when you're in that kind of space as a woman, you're gonna get so much more critique and perception in that type of space, which kind of puts it as like, so that was like the first thing that people jumped on, because it's like, saying, oh, I'm a woman, so everybody's gonna judge me harsher, which is not saying it's not anti-man, but it's on the spectrum of it. But then the follow-up, the next thing after that was, it's usually those comments on the message boards or the forums and on social media about negative things towards women is usually, Christian, male, father of four, and to talk about the irony of somebody who's supposed to be accepting. But do you think people who are already hateful are going to take that as, oh, I'm being, hypocritical? No, they're going to take it as you're bashing.
I'm being attacked. Yeah.
And men. So it's like, but that's the thing. You have to realize everybody's going to twist what you say.
Yeah.
For that Brie Larson moment.
I only heard the first half of it. I didn't know that is, again, I'm not disagreeing with her, but you're right. You're here to promote a movie. Now you're getting in that. They're already waiting for it. They're already waiting for something, and you just handed them something to divide. Whereas in that first comment, actually contained the second part. Like you said, everything was perfectly embodied in the first statement. You know what I mean? First question, the first answer.
It's just, even if she's right, why don't you have someone saying, I don't worry about that. I just show up. I want to do my job. I can't wait to people. We're so excited about it. Now, maybe that's not how you feel, but maybe just promote the movie.
Yeah.
That's all. Because as a boss, as the head, as a studio guy, I'm thinking, look, we did hire you. We did our part. You do your part and do the work, because you rubbing it in and giving them ammo might be the right thing morally to do, but it's not the right thing financially to do. And I'm worried about making my money back. So we're showing you we support you by hiring you. You support us by just giving vague and happy fake fucking candy coated answers. And just answer the softball questions. Don't go down no fucking rabbit holes. Do that shit after you're famous, and it doesn't matter what you say. But you're not there yet.
It's sad, man, because some of the answers.
Even with her saying that, that's her truth. That's really what they go through as far as women.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying it's 100% like valid to feel that way. I'm saying that your answers in interviews,
them fuel. You're giving them fuel to the fire.
Under the realm of work environment, and in work environment, it's like, you go to Starbucks and they don't want you to wear political pins because that's not the time and place. So this is the same fucking thing. Like I don't let my guys who work for me wear Trump shirts or Biden shirts or whatever, because this ain't the time and place for that. I'm not trying to lose a customer because they're the opposite political party and have an issue with it. Now, if you feel that way, that's fine. When you at the mall, wear it on your time. Wear it on your own time.
But it's sad. It's sad because this girl doesn't seem like she had an agenda. I think they just asked her a question, and a lot of these movies have that. Like a lot of these movies have those undertones.
That's PR training to not get tripped up.
Yeah. Because in fact, if they had went by the comic book,
because none of
with the king and everything, it would have been more political.
Brie Larson, none of these people just go out there and say, "I got something to say about men."
Right.
They get asked that shit and get gotcha.
Right. Yeah.
Because this girl never seemed like she had any ill will or whatever. She wanted to fight about making a movie. She wanted to made one statement about things being harder for her as a female, and they went and took it and flipped it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's never.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question real quick, though. Real quick. Mm-hmm. Is that any different from? Let's think about what she said, right? Mm-hmm. Is that any different from Chadwick Boseman or a Michael B. Jordan or a Delroy Lindo or anybody else basically coming out and saying, well, hey, this is to be expected because as a black man, it is hard based on the perception, and on top of that, based on how you're already stereotyped to play certain roles, or how you're already basically attacked for just being. Is it? I'm just saying. Is it, the reason why I'm saying is it isn't any different because it's not different because nobody is going to charge that person. Nobody's going to charge that anybody, especially with my skin tone. When we say it, there's going to be a charge, and they're going to basically say,
"That's not true."
No. This, you hear me out there. Just let me finish this real quick. Just let me just finish this thought. We already know what's the expected is. People will say, "Oh, why are you always going to make it about race?" So this is the comments that people will basically make. Right. But what I'm saying is, these are things that are going to constantly being said, PR training or not. Is anybody basically going out there and telling, what's his name, Javier Bardem, to stop saying free Palestine? No, that's the way he fucking feels. He can give a fuck about whatever else. And here's the thing, because it's Javier Bardem, he's going to still, regardless of motherfuckers saying he's getting fired, he's still going to get roles. He's still going to play basically the way, because that's just who he is. Here's the thing. What I'm saying is nothing that these people are saying, and even what she said, is wrong, because it's the truth. The thing is, this is just in my opinion from where I'm at, silencing this shit means that it's okay that it's okay that the behavior continues. That's what I'm saying. Like, not saying anything at all is allowing the behavior to continue. I understand basically just being quiet and you don't want to fuck up your brain and all that, but not saying anything at all just allows this shit to continue. Because whether you're white, as a white woman, a black woman, an Hispanic woman in general, these women go through this shit constantly. They have for fucking years. They still aren't getting paid the salary that they should be basically paid. We've heard that there are men out there that have been on the set, that have been on movies, Hell, Chadwick Boseman, when he found out that the chick from when he did, what was it, 5 Bridges or 21 Bridges, when he basically did and found out that the female that was in the film wasn't getting paid enough, he cut his salary in half just to make sure that she would basically get paid. This is what I'm saying. Like, why should they how that shit has to be done? Because this is the status quo of Hollywood. If nothing is being said, these things continue. I understand protecting the blame. I understand PR stepping in to say, look, you need to really kind of hone that shit in. You don't want to end up like Brie Larson and all the rest of these other motherfuckers. I think that what she said in the interim, the first thing that she said was truth. It was basically truth. That's just basically to be expected, and it's proven because this is the shit that's happening. They were doing this shit to her before she even made the statement. To be quite honest, before she even made it, these things were happening. You know what I mean?
So that's what her defense. This whole thing, whatever they define, like when you say that word, it's so vague now that it's got to be hard to negotiate these kind of conversations, to have these kind of conversations, because the rules are all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody else, people were pointing out that Lara Croft.
I agree.
That was before these kind of things was weaponized, and you have to acknowledge that we're in a different time, which Vinny is pointing out from the PR aspect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
what Vinny is saying
is
forever changing, right? It's different. PR would tell you to do and say something different now than when Angelina Jolie played that, because there's definitely 100%.
She's definitely
interview where she can go up and say, "Oh, this is woman power. This is what she could say that back then." Whereas now that sentiment has been so weaponized, and it's different. You know what I mean? But I agree with both. You guys are making two different points. One is like, if you want to keep working, the actress that you are now, if you want to keep working, this is how you got to go. You know what I'm saying?
Be quiet
or do you want to speak your mind and know that there's consequences for it, which I'm going to respect. Most of us would respect. You know what I'm saying? But that's a decision she got to make, man. And sometimes, like he said, he used the Chadwick. There's sometimes a tweak, because again, the first thing she said, which they still would have attacked, they still would have weaponized, but a PR would have helped. Where you can say what you want to say with this sentence, and you ain't got to dive, because there's people I've seen Gary Oldman. I've seen people speak in a way that you could tell that person does not like the big boss. Y'all know who I'm talking about when I say the big boss.
That's why there's
actors that say it without saying his name
there's nuance to it, because there's ways, like you said, Prop. There's ways that they can say it and get away with it, and they do it around projects and within projects that the people going to see that project isn't alienating them. Whereas
different kind of movement.
Saying it in the midst of a superhero film, that the demographic, no matter how much you want to add. Leo, how many women did we see in our theater? No,
that's true.
Right.
It was maybe a few scattered around.
Dudes, if you look at the people, I don't know the fucking stats. I guarantee you that 75% of the people who've seen this movie were men. Dude. No matter how many women you put in these lead roles, superhero movies are.
You know what's a good example? What you're talking about?
So this is not the same as saying like, Chadwick is, because if Chadwick was cast as James Bond and then was dropping shit about white people, that would be, wait, you're trying to get white people who love James Bond to come see the movie. So even if he was talking about white people during Black Panther press tour, it still was like, all right, this is for us. So who gives a fuck? You are in their space. She is.
You talking about
male-dominated space. So she knows that you got to move a little bit differently when you're in enemy territory. That's what she's at. If she had made those comments on her press tour for, Freaky Friday or fucking Pitch Perfect 8, it wouldn't have been the same. It wouldn't have been, if it was a female type of movie, it wouldn't have been the same, because people who would be looking for a reason aren't watching or like that closely. This is in the space. And yes, the shut up and dribble thing, absolutely that's what this sounds like. However, LeBron is a sport. This is art. And this is, you're trying to get people to come see you. LeBron gets his money whether people like him or don't.
You got to understand. Kevin Hart had to apologize for something that Chappelle. Chappelle never has to apologize for.
Exactly.
Right.
Kevin
exactly,
Hart,
Brock.
I got a wider
Chappelle
audience.
never got a stand-up. Don't never got to say shit. Kevin Hart has a billion fucking sponsors who can make all this shit go away. So the
Yep.
shit that he
He
can
has to
say
apologize.
and,
Yep.
and Chappelle could say is two totally different things. Because one is
Mhm.
art and one you can do whatever, and other
Yep.
is a fucking corporate machine. She's in a corporate machine right now. I didn't say it was fair. I said it from the jump. Everything she
Yeah.
said was her truth, and not just her truth. It fucking is true.
It's
And
true.
it's absolutely
Yeah.
100% right. But I'm not going to
Mhm.
make a Prince Eric movie and have the dude knowing that the people who love Ariel, I'm trying to get them to see it, but I'm doing a spinoff
Yeah.
of Prince Eric.
Yeah.
I'm not having him talk about how men need to be in more of these type of roles, and this is what this is to be like. Hold up,
Yeah.
you want women to come see you? You bashing them? Not to say, you know what I mean? Like in any type of way,
Yeah.
women are gonna look for any reason not to go see that movie. Then you can't then go make like a fucking movie, a Prince Eric movie full of explosions and shit, and say like, it's about time that we seen we always see Snow White, but never Prince Charming movie. Like that would be fucking insane, and then blame women for not going to see that Prince Eric movie. That's not smart.
We just live in a space where, regardless, and it's been proven, we live in a space that even if she didn't say a damn word, even if she made no references to anything and nothing was said, even if there were no responses,
They were still
this is
confirmed.
the
They would
treatment.
still be coming for it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
treatment that women on film will forever get. This is basically the way it is, and it's a fucked up thing to see,
But that's why.
unfortunately.
But that's why it's not fair, because you have so many different things lined up against you that you have to try to account for all of those things all the way along the way. You got to make it a better movie than a male counterpart's version of that movie.
Yeah.
Kill Bill had to be fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Uma Thurman had to not say shit about it's about time a woman got to lead in a martial arts movie. She couldn't go out there and say that type of shit. She just had to go out there and pitch the fucking movie. And you hear very little fucking kickback, but you don't hear Linda Hamilton bash, man. You don't hear Sigourney Weaver bash, man. You don't hear Uma Thurman. Like, and it's not because they don't have any strong feelings about being a woman in a male-dominated world. It's just that they want to make money and without causing it's just like that's just the reality of it. This is a young kid who got tripped up with the question, and I think that
because how soft is these cats, bro? Because even when you say bash men, I know what you mean, but it's like crazy, like
because they take anything.
This is considered bashing. This is what's hurting.
You
know what I'm saying?
about somebody saying what Brie Larson said or whatever. Like,
I heard it. I get it.
Real,
but
even the Force is female ain't bashing, man. It's like a fucking like quirky, funny thing that is like it's just people use as to grab onto.
It's just a
like,
level of fucking sensitivity,
it's
bro.
not fair. But it's the world that you live in. It's just it's the way it is. That's the game. But the thing is, there's a million people around her at those fucking from day one when she signed that contract. There's people all around her saying, "All right, here's what's going to happen."
And
it's like, where are those people anymore?
You know what, Vinny? I think that's what I was saying earlier. I think this thing is so vague and so fluent sometimes. It's hard to get ahead of everything. You know what I mean? But something like this, you think you would have. But it's like some stuff is because I got a homie that I bounce. Shout out to my homie Reels, bro. I was talking to him about some of the stuff we be talking about on the show and what's going on, just reading and watching other people's videos.
Yeah,
he didn't understand the that hate of diversity with these movies. What did she say? Like, even we're talking about that interview, but there are times, and I'm sure this had a little bit of it, just the fact that she was casted, period. Just the fact that there's a female lead is enough for some of these people that they can weaponize that alone. You know what I mean? That's the reason why her saying something in the interview was just a gift. You know what I mean? Because we gonna do it anyway. Just the fact that this movie exists and you got and you saving dogs and stuff like, you know what I mean? Whatever. 2 female leads, really. You know what I'm saying? Is enough. So it's hard. How do you get ahead of that as a PR person? Because you really don't know when. Because again, the kryptonite to that hate, I think, is a perfect movie. You know what I'm saying? Because the movies that are not doing well, I can say I like this movie. It's not perfect, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not perfect.
Yo, you're right. Because if Alien sucked, if Terminator sucked, if Kill Bill sucked, Uma, Sigourney, and fucking Linda would have got so much more hate than they ever got. So winning solves everything, as always.
Yep.
Winning definitely it does, but fucking Chris Hemsworth is Love and Thunder. I'm sorry. Motherfuckers hated that. You know what I mean? They hated the film, but the women definitely loved him. And they weren't bashing him for how he looked at all. Right. Even though the movie was fucking horrible, people still love Chris Hemsworth. And he was never
that is another aspect too.
Yo,
like, women enjoy the eye candy as much as they paid off. And it's almost like men aren't allowed to like looking at eye candy anymore.
Oh yeah, they can do it, bro. Because I don't care what nobody say. Aquaman was not $1 billion movie, bro. I walked in the movie, there was mad females walking out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my wife wanted to go see it. So
yeah, we are villainized for wanting hot chicks in movies, but they don't even shy away from it. They're like, bro. These guys shit off. They whistling in the fucking theater. Like
dog.
But
Aquaman was rough, bro. And this ain't me saying I'm not. Just to clarify,
monsters.
Yep, I'm not saying Aquaman was bad. I don't want y'all to get sensitive on me. But I'm telling you, it wasn't no $1 billion movie though, bro.
Yes, it was.
It was not. Come on.
Oh man, like I don't know.
Just as a reminder, Man of Steel didn't make $1 billion. Aquaman is not $1 billion movie, bro.
Man of Steel was almost a perfect film.
You know what? All amazing points that were made. all solid points that were made because, and I've been saying this from the very beginning, bro. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Hollywood as of late, or with these put it this way, with these agents and PR. I don't know what the fuck is going on with them.
They got the easiest job in the world and they don't do shit.
And they fuck it up. Like they literally fuck it up because it's like, yo, and they are getting paid millions of dollars, bro. Like they are getting paid so much fucking money, and you're getting paid to protect your asset. That's what you're getting paid to protect. Is your asset to tell them this is what you need to say. These are the things you need to stay away from. If they ask you this particular question, you have to go away from it. You can't talk. Don't talk about it. Don't get baited in it. These are the things that you're getting paid to do, but you still fuck it up. Like, I don't know what is going on with this. And it just seems like it seems like right now that everybody in Hollywood has the same PR person. Because this person don't know what the fuck they're doing at all. And you're putting people in the worst type of situation, when it's all about promoting a film.
Yo, Vinny, what was that dude from Entourage? Was it Ari? They need to bring
Ari Gold. They
need to bring Ari Gold back, baby.
That was the agent though. Who was the chick with the black hair? That was the PR chick.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I hope, literally, bro. I hope, and I do want to see. I do want to actually see her flourish in Man of Tomorrow. I do. I do want to see her flourish. I'm hoping it's better written for her. I hope they get her away. Honestly, bro, and it's not going to happen because it's James. We already know the formula of James Gunn. Because you know why we know the formula of James Gunn? Because we also know the formula of a Zack Snyder. We do. We know the formula. We just like we know the formula of a Chris Nolan film. We know the formula of Villeneuve. We know his particular films. We know the formula of these motherfuckers. It's just unfortunately certain formulas work better for some, and others you get tired of that shit because there's only so many songs that you can inject in the film that people would connect to and know about.
Yeah.
Oh, can I also point out how inspiring filmmaking it was that when you discover your super hearing, the solution to that was putting on some foam headphones from the 80s. I had to laugh in the theater, bro. She was able to hear all the sounds in the whole city, and then was like,
put the headphones on and fog it out.
Yeah,
but it's just funny how they keep finding these 50-year-old headphones between her and Star-Lord.
Headphones. When I was from the 90s, wouldn't even last a week. You'd be messing with the wires.
Right. And you got what, a pair in 2020, what, 2023 and 2026?
Yo, man. She had Leads by Dre.
Bro, and you know them motherfucking little metal fucking bands with them puffy. You had to hold them on just to listen. Hell yeah, bro. Those weren't noise cancellation Bose headphones at all. Like, you know what I mean?
Now, if they were playing Wu-Tang, I would understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It'd be something totally different. But I just, again, bro, we already know. I already have an idea of what Man Tomorrow is going to be, and I haven't even seen it yet.
How y'all feel about the suit, Luther's suit?
Right. I mean, it's comic accurate almost.
It didn't hit the nostalgia bone.
It's almost comic accurate, but I just have to see how effective it's going to be on screen.
Yeah.
And how long he's going to wear it. And if it's just going to be like you know what I mean? Because
and green garbage.
I tried to sign up. You know, they were shooting out here. I put my name on the casting list. I got one of them. It's back. I forgot what I'm about to say the wrong thing. But yeah, man. They said I was too old to start the training.
Yeah.
They filmed that out here at the Fox Theater, bro.
8 out of 10. Damn.
Too old. I think they wanted to call me ugly, man. I was like, man,
2015. You are definitely right. That 2015 Fantastic Four film. Oh, hell no.
They made a Fantastic Four film in 2015?
2015
Fantastic Four.
That does not exist in this dojo.
It don't. We don't even talk about
that. Was that the one with the Silver Surfer?
Bro, is that film okay? Let me ask this question: is the 2015 Fantastic Four rated in with even like comic book films in general? Like, is it rated? Has it been rated with those?
They talk about it because it was made, but they don't. I don't think they know.
Tim Story, bro. We had a black director.
I accidentally cussed Amber out over it. Because listen, I showed her Fantastic Four, like getting ready for the movie, and I showed her Rise of the Silver Surfer. I'm at work. I come home, and she's like 8 minutes into the 2015. I said, "What the fuck are you doing?" I said, "You can't watch this one." He was like, "Oh, I didn't know." Yo, cut it off and didn't watch no more. I was fucking.
Y'all just did an experiment, bro. I thought we were talking about Rise. I was like, man, was it 2015? I forgot that there was the
exactly.
I forgot, bro.
Michael B. Jordan, bro.
You forget.
Yeah.
No, don't ever bring that back up again.
That might be Jordan.
I didn't bring it up. It was Olivia Miller. She brought it up, so I'm blaming her.
Maybe I didn't see the whole thing. I don't even remember. I don't remember how it ended.
It was a one-time go, bro.
Try not to remember.
Absolute garbage.
Hold on. Up there with the what was it? The Cat or the Batgirl, and then also the Catwoman movie.
Catwoman is the worst movie ever made. When I got my Blu-ray, when I transitioned to Blu-ray, I had traded in all my DVDs and just all the stuff I could. They had a store that you can trade this stuff in.
Don't hate on Halle
Berry, bro. I got 1 cent for that Catwoman movie. And the dude behind the store, he turned the screen around and showed me where he wasn't supposed to give me nothing. But he was like, man, I felt bad. He gave me 1 cent for Catwoman, but it was worth 0.
Bro,
Yo,
are you saying Catwoman was worse than Madam Web, bro?
He showed you the screen and he said, "Call the cops."
No. Madam Web was worse than Catwoman.
Madam Web was the worst film ever.
Yo, I think they're in the same. When you start getting at that level, you can't even say one is worse than the other, bro. It's
Nah, Madam Web was the worst.
I do want to add Mortal
Catwoman
Kombat 2.
had Holly Berry, bro.
The original
I
Mortal
can
Kombat
rock
2
with that. But fucking Madam Web was the worst film.
Oh,
hell
I've never
no,
seen Catwoman
bro.
or Madam Web.
Now, I can watch Catwoman and get through it because it's Halle Berry, but
because it's Halle Berry.
Nah,
Nah, bro.
Never again.
And y'all being nice, dude. Because I'm tempted to put that last Venom movie on there as well.
How would you say?
I'm tempted to put that last Venom movie on there as well.
I haven't seen that.
Or whichever one when Venom was in the club. He was like in the club.
That was Last Dance, bro.
Last Dance? Yeah.
Well, he was in the club. He was in the club in both Last Dance and I think.
Carnage.
Oh yeah, it
Carnage.
was in the first.
It might have been Carnage.
And in the first, he was in. He's been in. Yeah, bro. Don't even get me started about that shit, bro.
Yeah. It was
Please don't, bro. Is that
But you know what? That's not as bad as Madam Web.
All the Venom movies are trash.
I can actually, it's not as
trash, bro.
Yeah,
like super trash, bro. I didn't like any of the Venom films, bro. Any of them.
Yeah, all trash, Spider-Man powers with no connection to Spider-Man. I love it.
Wait. Things Venom name out your mouth, bro. That was way better.
Hey, I left the first one alone, bro.
X-Men Dark Phoenix was also horrible. I mean, you know what?
It was better than that.
Listen, Dark Phoenix was way better than Madam Web. Dark Phoenix was way better than Fantastic Four.
Agreed.
At least I enjoyed. I mean, I can say there were aspects of that movie that I enjoyed.
Yes.
Did we have the mansion scene when he saved everybody? When Quicksilver saved everybody in the mansion? That was the movie before, huh?
No. Dark Phoenix was the one with Gene.
The old regime. Yeah. It was pretty bad, bro.
Dark Phoenix was the new regime.
Huh?
That was?
Dark Phoenix was the new regime.
It was the new regime. Yeah, it was the last one with what's her name from Game of Thrones.
The Quicksilver scene was Days of Future Past, I think.
Yeah.
But there was two of them. Remember, he had the one where he rescued Magneto, and then he had the one where he saved everybody from the mansion.
Dark Phoenix was
remember when he saved everybody from the mansion? But
I just watched that.
He never even heard it blow up.
The third.
Yeah.
He was miles away. How would he even knew it blew up?
Right.
I also didn't like any of the X-Men movies. So what do I do? Yeah.
Oh well, I'm sure the Marvel ones would be awesome.
Yeah,
right.
Man, I can't rock with you with not liking the X-Men movies, man.
Dark Phoenix wasn't that bad.
So what they had?
That's what I'm saying. There were. I agree. The Incredible Hulk 2008 was even more worse than.
That was one with Eric Banner, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
I thought I liked the tank scene when he was fighting the tanks, and I went back and watched it. And this is a digital.
The Ed Norton Hall was perfection.
Yeah,
I argue that was perfect. I love that.
I ain't gonna argue with you completely.
Yeah. I mean,
I like the college scene. That's what's messed up, man. It was like back them old movies. It was like there was these scenes I like. I can watch that college scene over and over again.
Opening. The Nightcrawler scene was flawless.
I fucks with Astro Mouse though, bro. Astro Mouse was dope.
Yeah. You say you agree with that?
I'm waiting. It's about to come in 5, 4, 3. I told you.
What? Oh no!
I knew it's coming. I told you it's coming at 5. Oh yeah, that shit was fun. Cause bro.
Oh boy.
Nah. Bro, listen. I mean, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
At this point, any film in the theaters is better than
Matter when.
Secret Invasions.
The TV show?
Oh yeah, the TV show is trash.
Yeah, I gotta finish that if that's the case.
Nah, you didn't watch. No,
I
only
watched. I think whenever old girl died, it was a wrap, man.
Only watched.
I might have watched like 10 minutes of the next episode.
Angry Herman was like, Astronauts? Bro.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Angry Herman. Let me put you on game. Remember old Tom and Jerry cartoons when they basically sent Jerry to the moon? Remember the angry Russian mouse that was in the other ship? That was Astronaut.
Oh my god, yeah.
Remember that shit, bro?
Damn, bro, you went. That's way. Oh my god, that's bad.
Bro.
Yeah, you went backwards.
It was one episode when I was on Mafia's show. He was looking real serious in the camera, and he reminded me of that Astro mouse.
That's
bro.
crazy.
Oh, funny.
That's crazy.
Astro Mouse Anthony. Yeah. Hell yeah. No, he calls me that for like 10 years for some unknown reason.
That's classic.
Oh, man. Anyway, you know what? You know what's fucked up? We went through 2 hours talking about Supergirl. Bro.
Wow.
We didn't get a chance to talk about none of the other topics, which I'm going to say. What'd you say, bro? What'd you say,
Y'all knew.
Nothing.
That's how serious it is. That's how serious it is, man.
Bro, did we do this to any other movie?
Nah.
I don't know if any other movie it completely hijacked the entire show ever.
Yeah.
Well, Superman came.
Wasn't anything? Yeah, I saw Disclosure.
Bro, Vinny, you had bullet points. It was like you was right.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
That's some shit to say. Why do you think I was quiet?
Yeah, I know. You should have let him go first, bro. I was rambling.
He was ready.
Bro, you had a PowerPoint presentation, bro.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's the thing. He was ready, bro.
Bro.
He had the bullet.
Woo. Wow. The prop was the antithesis. He was the yin to yin, bro, because as he was saying things, he was trying to like just kind of cool things down. The person who surprised me was Jay. He didn't really say as much as I thought he was going to say.
Still not sure.
I told you, didn't I say?
I'm still not even sure if they liked it or not.
He said he's not even sure if you liked it.
Remember I said backstage, I said, you look nice today? I was like, not nice, like he looks nice, y'all. Like he looked like a nice guy.
Like a nice guy.
Like a nice guy today.
You weren't a nice guy.
He lived up to
bro.
Yeah. I wasn't going to completely say it was trash or anything. Like I said, I enjoyed parts of the film. I enjoyed moments of the film, especially with the fighting. She did way better than Clark in the fight. So I mean, I respected that, but it's just
she got busy. She didn't get her ass handed to her.
He did it like that. Like, oh, she looking like motherfucking Cyclops a little bit, but
she got busy.
Hey, look at this little bit of false advertising though. She never wore this ensemble, huh? With the jacket and the Supergirl suit.
No. In the comic though, that's
why my money back.
He wore that.
It was in the comic. I didn't see that.
Yeah, the overcoat with the uniform. She did wear it.
Damn, she didn't.
Nope.
I didn't see that.
No, she did.
No, I'm talking about
in the movie.
Not in the movie, no, but in the book she did, yeah.
But they advertised it like she was. Oh, that's some bullshit.
Want my money back, son.
That is some bullshit. Next week, damn, we're gonna have to cover some of the other topics, but I'm gonna take X-Men 97 off because ain't that coming out this week?
Yeah.
This week. Oh, I'll be posting early in the morning.
Oh, damn. Why the fuck did I do that shit, bro?
Lock me down. 3:00 in the morning, I'm posting.
Hey, that jacket, man, she ain't wearing that jacket in the comic book, bro.
Yeah.
Remember?
She does.
You gonna make me look at
Yo,
time you said, I look.
Hey, yo, Vinny, put up the source material.
Hey,
He got real quiet. He was like,
Because he looks so confident, man. But
He's trying to investigate.
Bro,
I know it's in there.
it
It's in the
ain't in there, bro.
he went to the Reading Rainbow Ages. He's like,
Butterfly in the sky.
He did like Mr. Glass. He said, "Comics, motherfucker, do you read them?"
Yeah. Right.
It ain't in there, yo.
Dog.
Man.
I don't know. Next week we're gonna definitely talk about X-Men 97. We didn't get a chance, and I did want to talk about the trailer for
It dropped already?
No, it comes out this week.
Oh,
And I did want to cover it. We'll cover the Nightfall trailer too, because I want to talk about that a little bit. I'm hoping that that's just gonna be dope. Because I cannot wait. That fucking book was absolutely fantastic, and I'm to see the animated. I'm glad they're doing it in animation. That's the key thing.
Yeah.
I'm definitely glad they're doing it in animation. So we'll actually
with Bane just destroy. It's gonna be. I can't wait to see that on film.
everybody out there who's watching us right now. There's 25 people in here. Listen, I'm warning y'all. Hold on, let me. X-Men 97 comes out this week.
Yep.
I know all of y'all follow us.
Yep.
If you do not want to be spoiled, block Jason until Saturday. You've had a chance to watch it. Block
in the
Jason.
morning. Pictures.
But make sure you unblock him at some point because his page is entertaining.
Yeah.
So you'll see it.
Vinny.
All right.
Vinny, you gonna block me, bro?
When it is.
Lose, you lose.
Yeah, he always does. He's gonna block later in the afternoon. I'm ready for it.
I ain't gonna block you. I'm
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
Be ready. So just be ready. I'm letting y'all know. I'm giving y'all a fair warning. Just be ready.
See them new X Factor uniforms early in the game. 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yo,
I'm up.
Jason gonna text me, bro. Did you see? No, I ain't get a chance to watch it yet, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, Jay so on it, he can take a break from Zillow to post them scores.
I got nothing else to do. Zillow was gone. So I'm definitely gonna be watching X97 on time early.
X-Men 97, because I cannot wait. And here's the thing: so far, it's getting dope reviews.
Yes.
So far, for the people who have actually seen it, like everybody who got like some of the early whatever said the shit is dope. So it's gonna be.
Now, they must not be doing a long run on the Pharaoh Wolverine because I think he's back like nothing happened. Because after Magneto,
when he lost his claw, his adamantium, right? Yeah, that's right.
Pharaoh for a while.
It is tomorrow, right? It's tomorrow.
Oh man.
Oh shit!
Tomorrow?
Yeah. Is it tomorrow?
Because it's a whole new day. We're now on Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
So Wednesday morning tonight. Right?
Oh, it's Tuesday night or Wednesday? No, it's Wednesday, right?
Wednesday night.
Oh wait, Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday night?
What's the date? What's the actual date for the drop?
I don't know.
I don't know what date it is now.
Real quick though, because there was basically a drop.
Right,
it was a Hot Toys drop, so I gotta talk about this real quick. Thea and Bud, if you are basically a Badlands fan, they did basically dropped it. So they dropped her whole
Oh, they got a whole body.
Dope, son. I like the way them overcoat.
Yeah, and even basically you see the sewn up on her body, whatever.
That's dope.
They did do that as well, so they made sure that they kind of implemented that.
The white eyes.
The white eyes is there as well, so that's there. So I hope they give us her sister as well.
So hold on, you gotta take the eyes out. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you gotta take the eyes out with the
Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Yo, Vinny be throwing jokes, man. Y'all don't even be knowing.
What do you say, bro?
He be everywhere, bro. He be in the chat on the show hitting subliminal.
Oh boy.
What do you say, bro?
Yeah,
What
this
do
is
you-
dope.
Bro, he said Jason's X-Men name is Generator Death.
That's
It
me.
sounds like an X-Men name too.
That's me. I'll take it.
Zillow.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the spoiler.
Yeah. Yeah, they should, bro. They need to give us Tessa, Lawrence, man. Mitchell, they
Yeah.
need to give us that. Stop playing. So we'll see how it's going to go. Anyway, Jay, what's going on, man? What you got going?
Nothing, man. I'm done unpacking, so I'm just trying to enjoy the house.
Pack it back up.
No. I'm enjoying the house now. And waiting for S97 to come out so I can watch it and post about it.
He's like a super villain.
I can't wait.
Threatening.
Vinny, man, what's going on with you, bro?
I'm just over here avoiding the Zillow. That's it.
The Zillow.
Yeah,
That's
Hey, yo, we should download Bill and sending pictures from it, bro.
catching up on the Bear. From finale was just last night. That was fire. I love that. House of Dragon. I did not like season. I didn't like the last season all that much. It was okay, but that's it. Just okay. This season has been incredible.
Yeah,
Wow.
Incredible. This season has felt Game of Thrones is unlike more so than any other season.
Yeah.
So I'm really feeling it, which is bizarre because I was ready to hate on the season because they didn't really work with Martin on this. So I figured it'd be worse for wear, but that's the way things go sometimes.
Bro,
So.
yesterday she deserves an Emmy nod, bro. Her performance yesterday was fucking phenomenal, bro.
Man, it was such a great episode. Other than that, catch up on a lot of reading. I read the new Dr. Doom blind bag. I got that joint. I'm caught up on Soups. We'll get into that. Definitely hyped to talk about Nightfall and a lot of comics, a lot of reading, got a lot to catch up on. But just definitely hyped for X-Men 97, man. I didn't forget about it, but I tried to put it on my head so I wouldn't be too worried about it because without a certain showrunner, I'm very worried for the show. But and reason for that is because I think that this is the only real X-Men that we're going to get. Not to be negative, but I know that they had no choice. I'm sure they feel that they have no choice but to make drastic changes with the live action version to differentiate it not just from the comics as they always do, but to also differentiate it between all the shit that's come before in live action. So I think that this is really the only like pure X-Men comic accurate source material stuff that we'll be really getting from the IP from Marvel. So I think this is going to be what speaks most to us on this panel and
definitely.
I'm hyped for that for sure. So yeah, man. Other than that, just same old. Happy to be here.
Definitely, bro. What about you, Brock?
Yo, first of all, I've taken the break from the Prop Wiz show, so you guys should go just watch some old episodes, just so I can feel the love. You know what I mean? I slacked off. You ever go on vacation? I got back off vacation and I ain't been able to get back into it, bro. But Amazon Prime, dude, I went crazy, dog.
What you get?
I got this Superman joint that's been like $60-something for forever. I got it for $12, and then I got.
Did you do it on Prime
Amazon Prime, bro? I went crazy, man, and I bought this joint that's like $100-something for cheaper. I don't know what it cost me, man. Three Stooges. So
that's classic.
That I got a He-Man sword on the way, an actual replica. You know, I 3D printed one. But I got the red. You never got it, huh, Jay?
No.
I was talking about buying. Yeah. There was a lot of money came out of my account today. A lot of money. I know. Yeah, it was a massive amount for what it was. Spawn type money. But dude, by the end of the week, I should be holding my sword up in the air, screaming out in the front yard because I don't have enough room. My ceilings aren't high. It's about to be on, bro. It's about to be on. Besides that, man, glad to be back, dog. I feel like I've been gone for a minute, man. So glad to be back here on the show with these gentlemen.
Good to see you. As always, we appreciate it.
If it was a contest, Vinny won today. You know,
No
Yeah,
competition.
I'm telling you, bro. He had a PowerPoint set.
he won.
Not competition.
I knew the
Hold
winner.
on,
Of course, the winner would say that. You know what I mean? Good.
Wait. Behind you, is that action figures in the packs back there?
You talking about me?
Vinny?
What's that? Oh yeah.
On the show.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Who is that back there?
Still
Oh,
in
it's
the
all
pack?
kinds of shit. It's all kinds of shit. I got old
Got a
Spawn figures,
storefront.
DCUniverse, Destro, Unleashed Star Wars figures,
Oh,
Trigun, RoboCop.
Bro, he got some girls, bro.
Hey,
he got
hey,
some
hey,
girls like a motherfucker.
bruh.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Okay.
like, is that
I'll
action
be
figures
holding out.
back
They'll always get so many for holding out.
Bro, he got some girls, bro. He got some shit in there. You be like, oh, what the fuck? Yeah, bro.
Hey, man. Hey, don't be
Trust
ever
me.
showing off the action figures behind you unless you turn your neck, bro. Why you doing the Batman turn on y'all? Yo, I got.
I'm bad.
Bruh.
Why not put on my headphones?
You gotta hit. You gotta put more light. You gotta
head,
put
bro.
more light on them, dog. You gotta put more light on them, dog. You can't
Yeah,
see them
okay.
shit. I want to see what
Bro,
the hell you got there.
Listen.
He know what he's doing.
Listen. Collector's Ray, bro. Camellia's man. That ain't the half, bro. I ain't never. Listen.
Oh man.
I gotta put catnip. Y'all think I'm playing? I
need a
put
toy, bro.
catnip at his bedroom door. Literally.
Bruh.
I put catnip there, bro. I've been putting. Am I lying though, Benny?
This dude
Am I
needs
lying?
some
I bought
detox.
cookies. I bought cookies and catnip milk and poured it in a bowl and put it by the door.
Like Pootie Tang.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, bro. I did.
Yeah, we need that
You
toy,
know what
bro.
I mean? So I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Yeah, he
Bro, are they all in original packaging?
Yeah.
Bro, you're killing me.
Yeah. Hey,
You need to be in detox,
if it was
bro.
Jay,
It
bro,
wasn't
he
out
would have
like
opened
that.
that like that, bro.
bro.
You gotta open some of them already, dog. I'd have opened them.
Nah, bro.
I told you.
Jay,
I'd have opened at least
Them
two of
joints
them
would be
things.
bro,
open.
all my Phantom Menace figures are still in packages, bro.
No, yeah.
Like the Phantom Menace from KB Toy Store, all of them have been in packages, bro. Still there.
What?
Yeah, still in
Hey.
packages, bro. I'll show you once. I'll
I have the Star Wars shit in boxes and in totes from KB's but not in the original. Only I have some. Dash
Bro.
Randall.
all of mine are original packages.
You know what I'm gonna do, Leo? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start taking one thing from the shelf each week and put it up during the intro.
Yeah, do something because they all hit. You can't even see them things, bro.
Yo. I know this ain't the same thing because they're not collectibles yet, but these, because I didn't love the movie, these are staying in the package.
But you gonna pull them out and put them in
I'm
the
not gonna
bag.
open them, bro. I'm not as excited to open them anymore.
Are you getting Hot Toys,
I'm not-
right?
Lobo, you got the
No,
Lobo.
I'm not getting the Hot Toys. It wasn't even.
Nah.
Dude, I like the movie, but it ain't buying Hot Toys. Dope, yo.
Nah,
I'm
my
not confident.
Lobo is straight.
Not
I'm
even
good.
the Lobo. Yeah, I thought about
Yeah,
Lobo
yeah.
would be dope anyway. We got too many figures out there, bro.
My Supergirl was straight already. I'm good. I'm not getting that. I got Callier, so I'm good.
Yeah. Anyway, man, thank y'all all for being here, man. Another great episode again. Tune in Wednesday. Say what Wednesday this week. We got Figure Flex Friday, Collectors Lounge, a couple episodes of The Corner if it drops. So stay tuned for that. Wednesday, this will look totally different back here. I got my garage shelf done. I'm gonna be moving it over here. My lights come in on Wednesday, so I'm gonna have that up. So it looks totally different behind me. So I'm happy about that. And again, bro, I'm telling you, I'm tired. But anyway, other than that, thank you guys for being here. Great episode, man. Sorry we didn't get a chance to talk about anything else, but Supergirl definitely dominated the discussion. But I mean, y'all knew it would. Come on, man. Y'all, that's why I started with that shit first. Because I kind of knew it would. But anyway, thank y'all for being here. Another great episode. We out. Peace, love, and all that great stuff, man. I see you guys later on. We out. Peace.